Every man focus was fake na begum.
It's a motor cables. I wonder why. No scan. Check the cables. Or your Nexus cable metal. One low smoke anti-counterfeit cables nibia. So nebia. Muntwada.
Again, the man who uses cables na man dem sronko.
Low smoke anti-counterfeit cables. You make sure that the fake cables on your papa wire then say gentleman. Open whistle p toxic. No me genusu so hua. One pongo table to make. Na say use low smoke anti-counterfeit cable. I imagine in show. Whistle ka creeping over. It's a triangle between the Denuma. And when you low smoke anti-counterfeit cables, yeah. Etra, and wonder why. They go to a scan. Now check it there. So your original. Offering Nexus cable metal. Nexus cable metal low smoke anti-counterfeit cable. Yes, Sasha. The Yaja to be there. Only you got a cable. Oh, that.
Nexus cable metal. Electricity no get leg. The Nexus cable metal cable they carry up.
Citi 97.3 Kakra. Citi 97.3 More variety.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, ABSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like ABSA. From funding to guidance, ABSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Ghana is building. Ghana is moving. Ghana deserves the best.
And now, world-class vehicles are being assembled right here at home.
Welcome to Zonatech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant in Ghana. From heavy-duty trucks powered by global giant Sinotruck to premium SUVs and pickups, from Great Wall Motors and Cherry.
From dependable light-duty trucks by Forland to world-class construction equipment from Shantui and Sanibu.
Zondatech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust.
Built to international standards, supporting Ghanaian jobs, driving Ghana's industrial future. Whether you are expanding your fleet, building infrastructure, growing your agribusiness, or upgrading your personal drive.
Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose locally assembled excellence. Zondatech Ghana Limited can be located at its headquarters in Tema. Call Zondatech Ghana Limited on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Zondatech Ghana Limited, proudly assembled in Ghana, driven by excellence.
Last year was the first. This year, we go bigger.
2.0, Charlie.
Accra, get ready. From the 28th to the 31st of May, 2026, the ultimate auto and homes fair lands once again at Good Park, Accra Mall. Looking for a new car?
Push to start.
Your dream home.
Home sweet home.
Or the latest home appliances to spruce up your space.
Soft life vibe.
This is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Don't just dream it. Come to Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special.
Save the date.
Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I day aside, Fidelity.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM. The city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi
morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music. Talk. Inspiration. In perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This is the
6:39. But thanks be to God who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Victory over the enemy. Diana Hamilton lifting a praise, encouraging you to face this day with an assurance of victory. He says we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. A conqueror is one who goes through a battle. Our battle has been fought for us already, and therefore we rejoice in the victory. We triumph in that victory that has been secured for us. With that assurance, let's make the most of today. It says weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. It's a great morning, an opportunity to use the power of the day to create the future you've been promised. This is 97.3 Citi FM. The Citi Breakfast Show is live. It's 25th May. The irrepressible Diana Hamilton. She calls this one Victory Praise. It's a medley of songs reminding, assuring, and edifying the soul. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. My name is Bernard Avle. Thank you for staying with us. We're starting off with Business Sense. And that segment was brought to you by ABSA. Our mortgages are available and ready, flexible. They are tailored up to 5 million cedis, up for grabs, 5 to 15 years to pay back on a fixed interest rate basis. Visit any of our branches and apply for an ABSA mortgage today. News review segment is next with Zonda Tech, building Ghana with an automobile shop, an impressive assembly plant here in Ghana. Brands like Sinotrack, Great Wall Motors, Shantui, Forland, and the Sunny Group. Choose locally assembled, choose quality, choose Zonda. Segment is also sponsored by Fidelity Bank. The Wheels and Homes is happening on the 28th to the 31st of May. It's the ultimate auto and homes fair. It's at the Good Park, Accra Mall. Don't just dream it, come to the Good Park for unbeatable offers from auto, real estate, and home appliance partners. Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, who are also proud to be associated with the newspaper review segment. It's an interactive show. Today is Monday, the 25th of May. We have Edtech Monday with a unique edition. 2 big segments, a discussion on whether screen time is becoming an addiction for our kids and how to deal with that. But before that, the roads minister is saying something. He says if there's a road project in your community, go to the site, take a picture. Don't allow the officials to be sending wrong info to Accra. Be the eyes and ears of the sector. We'll deal with that. Indeed, the Ghanaian Times has a story on roads. What does it say this morning?
It says Ofanko Nsawam Road project faces fresh delay. Contractor seeks second extension. Commuters lament worsening condition. And it comes with a very devastating photo of a truck that has fallen on its side. It's carrying scraps, and you have other commuters on the side, and the other side is flooded as well. The other story is this must be our last IMF bailout. President Mahama, we killed Queen Mother for 50,000 Ghana cedis. Suspect tells police. And on GN Bank, lawyer disputes liquidity fraud allegations.
Front page of the Daily Graphic this morning. Netco reels under 5 billion Ghana cedi funding deficit. VRA Netco staff claim. Law on false news ignites debate. Repeal or maintain. This one that has been raging on all week. And survey reveals high public trust in vaccines.
The Herald. Asiedun Ketia takes credit for NDC 2024 victory with Haruna Muntaka ouster gets punched. SNIT quashes Buzia results. La Palme and Elmina Hotel sale rumors. Insist advertisement was advisory exercise. And IGP's Atebubu Queen Mother murder report challenged. Bribery denied. Police assault, frame up, and stolen CCTV system emerge. Other stories here.
Front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. Minority slams delay in Ghanaian evacuation. This is from the South Africa xenophobic attacks. Malian government investigates Adamu's sister company over tax violations.
Yeah.
We are coming for you.
Sharp.
Yohunu to criminals.
All right.
Yohunu.
Chronicle has the Mali and Adamu story as well. The other story is Jinapo blast government over SA evacuation delay.
Front page of the Daily Post. Shoddy execution of road projects won't be tolerated. Agboja is on the front page. Is hate speech free speech? is the big question.
It's a big question this morning.
Custodians stop the creeping culture of silence. Nana Komia to Mahama, and government feels stranded Ghanaians. Minority queries government's response to South African xenophobic attacks.
Front page of the news center, Ghana card readable at 44,000 airports. BOGs on the front page of the paper. The arrest of the suspects in the murder of a Queen Mother also make it to the front page of the news center.
The Ghanaian publisher, Wontumi trial. AG struggling to prove allegations. We are coming for you, IGP to criminals.
Front page of the new publisher this morning. Afoko is still campaigning heavily, and the very sad news we heard over the weekend. Actress Beverly Afaglo dead.
Yeah. The Inquisitor led violation of taxes, duties, royalties. Adamu's sister Koi in trouble at Mali. And Edriji Tamaklo says NDC has a unique way of choosing flag bearer.
Front page of the Informer newspaper. Solve our problems, not tanker stores. Appear Dankwa blast government. Minority demands BOG accounts. Existing laws fail sex for jobs victims. Coalition backs new legislation.
Right. The inside, 70% of Africans back repatriation, says Pan-African Progressive Front. And free SHS Wahala. Mahama vows to end double track system by 2027.
Front page of the Daily Analyst. Government deploys disguised armored buses to track highway robbers. This is a revelation that came from Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, the Interior Minister.
All right, so Daily Democrat, B-STEM to boost science learning. This is President Mahama.
Finally, from me, Bernard, the front page of the BNFT. Resilience, not capital inflows. New BOG priority.
And the Economy Times, contract mining costs Ghana taxes and workers' rights. Study reviews.
If you go to citynewsroom.com, the lead story there, operationalized Wager Children's Hospital to ease referral pressure. Princess Marie Louis Hospital. Meanwhile, Agboja has been talking. He says we're focused on completing projects, not claiming credit. He also defends late-night inspection tours. Power instability quietly strangling Ghana's industry. This is AGI mourning, or bemoaning rather. And xenophobia. We are tired. We want to return home Ghanaians in South Africa. Meanwhile, the first batch would return on Wednesday the 27th. And then there's a story here about a 15-year-old abducted as family appeals for rescue in Nanumba South. Channel 1 News Online, the story about the Interior Minister's announcement that government has deployed armed buses on highways to boost security is there. Also, it gets lonely sometimes, Father Campbell on priesthood challenges. Meanwhile, White Volta Misho Woyema Bridge to be completed by 2027, according to the roads minister. Meanwhile, listen to this. Drug use, mental health, disqualify 6,000 in security recruitment. It's a serious story around substance abuse. A lot of our young people, and the minister is saying that a lot of them were disqualified on that basis. Meanwhile, Rose Minister says won't tolerate shoddy work. He wants contractors. Lots of stories on roads. Meanwhile, a consultant says Ghana treats flooding as a seasonal problem, which is why we are not able to solve the flooding problem. The High Street Journal, Ghana's inflation spill, when the landlord never cleans his spill in the kitchen. And then myjoyonline.com this morning, the lead story, first batch of evacuated Ghanaians set to arrive on Wednesday. Ghana envoy confirms airlift plan. Maybe we should start with the road sector.
Yes, and if you go to the center spread of Ghanaian Times this morning, a Fanko and Sawam road project faces fresh delay. Contractor seeks second extension. Commuters lament worsening conditions. So Kingsley Asari writes that concern is mounting among commuters and drivers using the Fanko and Sawam stretch of the Accra-Kumasi Highway as Messrs. Maripoma Enterprise Limited request an extension of time to complete the ongoing project, the 33.4 kilometer expansion and rehabilitation project, which commenced in July 2022 and was expected to be completed in July 2024, has already missed its initial deadline. With barely 2 months to the July completion deadline, the contractor has again indicated that it will be impossible to complete the project. The development has sparked a new wave of frustration among road users. More details on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times this morning.
Let me give you a couple of stories from the minister's trip to the northeast and the northern region. So, Minister for Roads and Highways, Governor Kwame Agboja, has dismissed attempts by political opponents to claim credit for ongoing infrastructure projects, stressing the current government is focused on completing abandoned projects for the benefit of Ghanaians. According to him, the administration remains committed to ensuring continuity in national development. Speaking during a road inspection tour of the northeast region, the minister said the era of politics centered on claims and counterclaims over projects must give way to results-driven governance. He also defended his late-night inspection of roads. He was in the the northeast region, quite late at night yesterday when the final report came in from Chris Asima. And the story by William Na says the Minister for Roads has explained why the ministry's road inspection tour sometimes extends late into the night, stressing that the team works to meet targets rather than being constrained by time of day. He was speaking to the media at Saboba during a road inspection tour of the Northeast region on Sunday, May 24. The minister said the ministry remains committed to completing the daily inspection of roads. Now, there's another one on GNA, which says that drivers plying the Wa-Sola Bole Highway doubt project completion within schedule. This is a story from Wa Philip Tengzu. It says some commercial drivers plying the Wa-Sola Bole Highway have expressed doubts about the completion of the Wa-Sola Bole road reconstruction within the scheduled project time, citing the slow pace of work on the stretch. The drivers said, though the government had assured the public that the project would be executed concurrently by multiple contractors for completion within 2 years, work on the ground appeared limited to only a few sections. We'll read this later during the main show.
I'll take you to the front page of the Daily Graphic, where the Northern Electricity Distribution Company, NEDCO, which supplies power to 64% of the country's landmass, is facing operational vulnerability due to a funding deficit of more than 5 billion Ghana cedis. This is because while the PURC approved a cumulative 1.6 billion Ghana cedis in tariff revenue for NEDCO over 3 years, the power distribution company actually expended over 7 billion Ghana cedis over the specific period. The difference between approved tariff revenue and actual expenditure over the past 3 years has left the company that distributes power to at least 8 regions and parts of 3 other regions with huge power supply challenges in the northern parts of the country. And this is coming from the VRA and NEDCO.
AGI is saying that the power sector instability is quietly strangling our industry. Story by Emmanuel Opong, CityNewsroom.com says Ghana's manufacturing sector is facing renewed pressure as the AGI warns that recent power disruptions have exposed a critical vulnerability in the country's production systems, raising concerns over industrial resilience in an already high-cost operating environment. AGI maintains that energy has now moved beyond a cost input to a structural constraint on industrial growth, directly shaping output levels, investment decisions, and competitiveness across key manufacturing segments. Now, this was at the Sustainable Energy B2B Expo on the theme, etc., etc., etc. The president of AGI, Kinafama CEO Nsiapoku, said the recurring energy challenges highlight the urgent need to rethink Ghana's energy architecture if industrial transformation is to be achieved.
Within the labor space, SNIT quashes Buzia Resorts, La Palm and Elmina hotel sales rumors. This came a bit earlier. The Social Security and National Insurance Trust SNIT has dismissed reports suggesting that it is selling its hotel investment, insisting that claims circulating in sections of the media and on social media are false, misleading, and without basis. Details on page 3 of the Herald. But Bernard, we killed Queen Mother for 50,000 Ghana cedis. This is on the Ghanaian Times, page 3. Suspect tells police. Benjamin Acton Tete, right from a table that the Ghana Police Service has arrested 8 suspects, including a chief, in connection with the murder of Nana Sewa Jan Kuma, Queen Mother of Abamba, following what investigators describe as a major intelligence-led breakthrough in the Bono region. Police say key suspects have confessed to participating in the killing and disclosed details of an alleged 50,000 Ghana cedi contract arranged to assassinate the Queen Mother over land and chieftaincy disputes.
I'll give you 2 cases also, Bernard. Well, one is not a case, but it's a very, very huge debate. On page 13 of the Daily Graphic, Law on False News ignites debate. Repeal or maintain. A story by Emmanuel Ebo Hoxton, and Ebo interviewed 3 lawyers. In an interview with the Daily Graphic, 3 lawyers, Martin Kwebu, Samson Ladi Anyenini, and Albert Kwashiga, who is also a law lecturer at UPSC, shared varied views, while Mr. Anyenini called for the complete repeal of the criminal provision on false publications due to its indiscriminate use and abuse to silence people. Mr. Kwebu said the law should be replaced as its scope was too wide and was normally used to gag people and score political points. Mr. Kwashiga, however, believes that the law should be maintained to serve as a check on irresponsible and reckless speech that puts the country's security and the lives of people at risk. Now, if you go to page 20 of the same paper, Daily Graphic, 6 pupils defiled in Upper East, teacher among suspects. And we've had a lot of these stories, Bernard.
Epidemic of defilement.
Yes. People are just defiling in this country.
We have to make a strong case for prosecution of defilement cases,
Yes.
and also encourage reporting. But let's have the story.
So at least 6 school children were defiled in the Upper East region between July 2025 and March 2026, with a teacher among the suspects arrested in connection with the cases, raising fresh concerns about the safety of children, particularly within school environments.
Right.
During the same period, the region, and this is coming from the Boku municipality, during the same period, the region recorded a total of 376 pregnant girls and lactating mothers who sat for the BECE.
376
Yes,
pregnant girls.
The WASI. The figure comprised 84 pregnant girls and 46 lactating mothers who sat for BECE, and 111 pregnant girls and 135 lactating mothers who sat for the WASI.
Now, the Minister of Interior has 2 important stories here. He says government has deployed armed buses on major highways to boost security. This is a story on channel1news.com. Muntaka Mohammed says the government has deployed armored buses on major highways across Ghana as part of a nationwide effort to curb highway robbery. Speaking during a President Mahama resetting citizens engagement program at Savannah region, Mubarak said the intervention is already yielding results. Now, the other one, which is more troubling though, is that he says drug use and mental health is disqualifying or has disqualified 6,000 people in security recruitment. So more than 6,000 applicants have been disqualified from the ongoing security service recruitment exercise after failing medical exams due to drug use and mental health related conditions. The Minister for the Interior, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, disclosed that over 100,000 applicants underwent medical screening as part of the recruitment process. Speaking on an interview on Pan African TV on Saturday, he explained that the medical assessment was expanded to include drug testing and mental health evaluation in addition to routine medical checks. According to him, more than 4,000 applicants were disqualified after testing positive for drug use, while, of course, these are banned substances, right?
Yeah.
While about 2,000 others failed for the mental health assessment. He noted that the introduction of additional screening measures was informed by concerns about mental health and substance use within the security services. There's a lot of information here we can discuss in other shows.
Well, the Daily Guide also goes with some stories. Adamus is back in the news on page 3. The government of Mali has launched investigations into a sister company of Adamus Resources over alleged violations involving taxes, duties, and mining regulations. The former probe targets Société des Mines de Kofi, a subsidiary of Adams Resources. In a strongly worded notice dated April 24, 2026, Mali's Minister of Mines, Amadou Keita, warned that the company's exploitation permit could be withdrawn if the alleged violations are not addressed within 90 days.
Okay, so Jinapo blasts government over SA evacuation delay. Jennifer Ambule writes in a chronicle that the Minority Caucus on Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee has strongly criticized government over the postponement of the planned evacuation of Ghanaians living in South Africa amid renewed xenophobic tensions in the country. In a statement signed by Samuel Attah-Mensah, ranking member on Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee and member of Parliament for Damango constituency on May 22, 2026, he described the development as deeply troubling and questioned government's handling of the situation. But we know the government has made some moves to bring...
the story is that first batch of evacuated Ghanaians will arrive from South Africa on Wednesday. This is Benjamin Kwashi. Ghana's High Commissioner of South Africa has disclosed that the first batch of Ghanaians being evacuated from SA amid rising xenophobic attacks are expected to arrive in Accra Wednesday, May 27. The High Commissioner made the announcement during an interview with DW on DW Africa on Sunday, as concerns continue to grow over the safety of foreign nationals living in parts of South Africa following renewed incidents of xenophobic attacks.
Bernard Avle takes credit for NDC 2024 victory with Haruna Muntaka ouster, and he gets punched. This is the Herald writing on its 4th page that tensions appear to be simmering within the governing National Democratic Congress as 2 leading figures believed to harbor ambitions for the party's 2028 presidential flag bearer race. National Chairman Johnson Asiedun Ketia and Minister for Education Haruna Idrisu exchanged subtle pointed jabs over the party's controversial parliamentary leadership reshuffle, and thank you to all.
Bernard, listen to this from the Daily Guide on page 11. Authorities at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service in the Bono region are finding it difficult to manage road safety and traffic across the region. The only service vehicle provided to the unit since 2012 has broken down beyond repairs, and this is affecting operational duties. The unit, according to the acting commander, do not have patrol motorcycles to aid their movement. The regional MTTD office, which supervises all motor traffic offences and takes care of accidents during the day and night, has to dwell on the benevolence of the driving public to carry out their duties.
Let me deal with flooding. Ghana treats flooding as a seasonal problem, according to consultant Ibrahim. What's his name? Abdullahi Mahama, not Ibrahim, Abdullahi Mahama. Now, in Cape Coast, 50 buildings were submerged by flood waters in a rain. According to GNA's Isaac Akon, a more than 3-hour downpour on Friday evening turned streets around Christ the King Academy in Cape Coast into rivers, flooding more than 50 homes and 2 churches. There were no fatalities, but chilling accounts were given of how elderly and immobile residents were carried on backs through waist-level water, debris-streaked flood waters to safety. Details of the story are given on that particular story.
Yeah.
And then
we'll get onto it later.
We'll continue with this discussion later on. Gentlemen, thank you very much
you.
for those highlights on Newspaper Review. The City Business News is next. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
7 o'clock, City Business News. Nashi Kasiza here with the details. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Mr. Avle. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and GOIL PLC. GOIL, good energy. Coming up, Ghana set to receive final tranche of $380 million from International Monetary Fund. Also coming up, Treasury bill demand slows as government auction records a 5.9% undersubscription. And later, government demands National Information Technology Agency's charges amid growing tech industry backlash. I'm Nashika Caesar. Let's settle for the details of our stories. President John Dramani Mahama says Ghana is set to receive the final tranche of $380 million from the International Monetary Fund (IMF), marking the conclusion of the country's current extended credit facility program. This comes on the back of Ghana's successful completion of all program reviews, with final approval now expected from the IMF Executive Board to trigger the disbursement. Speaking during the Reset in Ghana tour in the Savannah region, President Mahama expressed optimism that the country will not have to return to the IMF for future bailouts.
And the final mission just left Ghana last week, and they have given us a satisfying mark for performance. It's now going to the board, and the board will release the last tranche of $380 million to support the Ghanaian economy. But we're not going to have a kinky party, because we believe that it is still work in progress. Unlike others who left the IMF and held wachi and kinky parties, happy to be free from the IMF, we are not doing that, because we know that our economy still needs a lot of work to be done. And so we've agreed with the IMF to replace the extended credit facility with a policy coordination instrument. And it is my hope that this is the last time that Ghana will go to the IMF for a bailout.
That was President Mahama speaking there. Now, investor demand for treasury bills weakened at last week's government auction, with total bids falling 5.9% short of the government's target. Data released by the Bank of Ghana showed that the government received total bids of 4.2 billion Ghana cedis across the short-term instruments, out of which 3.93 billion Ghana cedis was accepted. The 91-day bill continued to attract the strongest investor interest. Analysts say investor appetite for treasury bills has remained weak in recent months, making the government 4.49 billion Ghana cedi target relatively ambitious and the undersubscription largely anticipated. Meanwhile, yields were mixed across the various tenors. The government is now targeting 5.89 billion Ghana cedis in the next treasury bill auction. Moving on, GN Savings and Loans is awaiting the completion of legal processes before securing approval to resume operations following a Court of Appeal ruling directing the Bank of Ghana to restore its operating license. The Court of Appeal overturned an earlier High Court decision that had upheld the revocation of the financial institution's license as part of the banking sector cleanup exercise. President of Group Indum, Dr. Papakwisi Indum, says the institution is positioning itself for growth and is prepared to scale up operations once the required legal and regulatory procedures are completed and the company resumes business activities.
We are looking forward to, in the next few weeks, having the GN Bank, GN Savings license restored. With the court judgment that happened just this past Thursday, there are some legal procedures to go through, and then our belief is that we will get the license. And we've been preparing. We have been preparing. So the first branch we will reopen will be in Elmina. Then from here on, step by step, we will get those branches opened over a period of time, but working with renewed confidence, renewed excellence, so that we can be better than we were before.
Dr. Papakwisi Indum is president of Group Indum. Away from that, the government has mounted a strong defense of the National Information Technology Agency's enforcement of registration fees, certification requirements, and compliance obligations for ICT firms, fintechs, and digital service providers as backlash intensifies across Ghana's technology ecosystem over what critics describe as an aggressive regulatory push. Here's more.
At the center of the controversy are claims by some technology professionals and digital businesses that NITA is attempting to enforce provisions of a proposed law that has not yet been passed by Parliament. But the Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Sam George, has rejected those allegations, insisting the agency's actions are fully grounded in existing legislation already in force. In a Facebook post, the minister says, quote, "The ministry is simply enforcing existing legislation that has been on our books since 2008, 2023 and 2025. The proposed new legislation has not been laid before Parliament," unquote. He further cited the National Information Technology Agency Act 2008, Act 771, the Electronic Transaction Act 2008, Act 772, and other miscellaneous provisions. His comments follow a formal clarification issued by NITA itself after mounting disapproval on social media over the agency's fee structures and registration requirements. In that statement, NITA argued that the current regulatory framework predates the proposed NITA bill currently under stakeholder consultation and is already backed by matured legislative instruments passed through Parliament. According to the agency, LI 2481 already contains provisions covering the registration of ICT companies, ICT professionals, fintech entities, and e-commerce providers.
That was Emmanuel Opong with that report. Now, it started with Spacephone, grew into Ariba, and is now known as MTN Ghana, a journey that mirrors the transformation of Ghana's telecommunications landscape over the past 3 decades. In this report, Emmanuel Opong looks at how the company evolved from humble beginnings on Graphic Road into a dominant player in Ghana's digital economy.
November to November, me I don't mind.
For many Ghanaians, the story of mobile communication began with 9-digit numbers, scratch cards, and limited access to mobile networks. The entry of Spacephone in 1996 marked a turning point, introducing GSM services and changing how people across the country communicated and did business.
I started using MTN when I was in DHS2.
That's some 15 or 16 years ago. Yes. And I've been enjoying using the network. Just that there are some little challenges. And now that MTN is 30 years, I believe they could or they should address those challenges so that we can fully enjoy the network.
Its arrival also brought competition into the telecom space, breaking what had been a large communication environment and opening the sector to rapid innovation and expansion. From that point, the industry never looked back. What began as a basic voice calls and text messaging has since evolved through 2G, 3G, and 4G into broadband internet, fiber connectivity, and now preparation toward 5G deployment. Over the years, the company transitioned from Spacephone to Ariba and eventually MTN Ghana, expanding its footprint in voice, data, and digital financial services. A major turning point came in 2009 with the launch of mobile money, a service that significantly reshaped Ghana's payment ecosystem and boosted financial inclusion.
MTN came and changed the whole ecosystem, with smartphones and SIM cards that could work in smartphones. Even when I was a student in school, without mobile money, transactions would have been difficult. And sometimes you needed money. And the fastest way to get money was by somebody sending you money through MTN mobile money.
Today, MTN Ghana stands as one of the most influential players in the sector with a strong presence in telecoms, fintech, and digital infrastructure. Chief Executive Officer Stephen Blewett says transformation and innovation will define the company's next phase of growth.
If I go to any of your phones here, your phones have got how many apps? 10, 20, 30, 50 apps on them? With AI, you'll maybe get to a point that you only have an AI assistant. You have no apps. The world's going to change, and we have to go along with that, but we also have to have protections. In terms of fintech is going beyond just the transfer and cash out of money. We already are doing loans and savings and additional services, so that will continue. In terms of sustainability, MTN is investing heavily in making sure we got a business that is kind to the planet. So,
Chief Corporate Services and Sustainability Officer Adjoa Riafe says the company remains focused on digital inclusion and shared value creation.
And when we first started, you knew what we were looking for was connectivity. But today, we have gone beyond that connectivity. We have gone for inclusion. We now have access to every corner of this country, and we have brought people together into people's homes, into people's offices, into their businesses, into schools, into hospitals. We keep connecting everywhere we go.
From Spacephone to Ariba to MTN, the brand's evolution reflects not just the corporate transformation, but the broader story of Ghana's shift into a digital economy.
You heard there Emmanuel Opon's report. Now on the interbank market today, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 62 pesos. The British pound is going for 15 cedis 57 pesos, while the euro is going for 13 cedis 46 pesos. And that's all for the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and GOIL PLC. GOIL, good energy. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. GOIL, good energy.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Hey, Regine, order drink.
Choose EcoBank's Infinite Privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite Privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello? Charlie, I'm at the library. Why do you keep calling me?
Wait, question. What's the capital of Burkina Faso?
Ouagadougou. Bye.
Wait. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system?
Venus. Charlie, why all these questions?
See, I'm playing the MTN Swipe and Win promo. I might cash out some cool 1,000 Ghana cedis today.
1,000 cedis? Shh. Charlie, what's the next question?
Join the MTN Swipe and Win promo today. Answer trivia, earn points, and stand a chance to win 1,000 Ghana cedis every day. Weekly cash of 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 Ghana cedis. A brand new Hyundai Texan in the first 3 months, and the ultimate grand prize of 500,000 Ghana cedis. Recharge your account to qualify for the daily draws. To join, visit swipeandwinpromo.mtn.com.gh. Download the My MTN app or dial *5030#. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. TNCs apply.
MTN.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
L to the L to the L to the L. Hey.
15 after 7, Ashika Caesar brought you the breakfast edition of the City Business News, brought to you by Gold, EcoBank, MTN. Gabby Affairs all suited up this morning, ready to serve you kickoff. If you're looking for quality fuel that gives your engine smooth performance, look no further. Guel Super XP has premium quality. It gives you correct choice when buying regular fuel. As you journey the road, look out for Guel stations and fuel up your vehicle with quality you can trust. Guel, good energy. EcoBank has rolled out the EcoBank mobile app. It gives you the power to command your money. You transact business across 33 African countries and anywhere in the world. Use the app to make your water, electricity, school fee payments. You can also do bank and mobile money transfers. You're able to create virtual cards to buy only what you need and more. So go ahead and download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App or Play Store. Command your money. And it also means you're paying attention to details. EcoBank never calls or sends an SMS asking for your PIN, your OTP, your bank card, or your Ghana card details. Anytime you're in doubt, call their call center 0800 003225. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. And if you're looking for non-stop streaming, MTN Fiber gives you that. Unlimited internet, endless streaming, endless connection, endless everything for your home. You get to enjoy a special range of unlimited fiber internet packages whether you're a new or existing customer. So log on to the My MTN app now, tap broadband or dial *5057#. Get to your preferred unlimited MTN Fiber package. MTN. Everywhere you go. Kickoff is brought to you by Lesheho. It's a savings and loans company. They have great news for you. They have the best rates on the market when you want a loan to sort out your needs. And they are running a Fala season. So call or WhatsApp now on 02700 40 799. Always remember terms and conditions apply. Let's shareholders improve lives. Just before Gabby Affair comes in with kickoff, Henley and Partners, global leader, residence and citizenship planning. They help investors and families like yours secure alternative residence or citizenship through leading programs worldwide. And they will advise you on the best program for you and your family. They will assist you with the entire application process, every single step of the way. Whatever your reason for seeking alternative residence and citizenship, Henley and Partners, they've got you. And whether you're looking for popular options for many Ghanaians like Caribbean citizenship programs, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, as well as residence by investment programs in Greece, Portugal, Malta, UK, Canada, US, UAE, you name it. Just call us 0206 042 101. Email us ghana@henleyglobal.com. Our office is at the Galleria at the Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel. Come by for free consultation. Visit henleyglobal.com to find out more. Gabi Affair is in this morning. His solar panel ain't shining. It's raining.
So you have not missed me.
It's not
Is
raining.
that the only thing you
It's not raining. The sun is not shining. So your solar panel is dim this morning.
It's showering. I had
It's
some
showering.
morning showers.
So showers of blessings.
Yeah, man.
Charlie, so the World Cup, how far?
Oh, Charlie, cool things.
Do we have the
70
Black Star
days.
squad now?
I mean, the GFA president says it will be released on June 1. So let's wait. You know, we have a friendly against Wales on June 2. So June 1, you have your squad, 26-man squad. And then June 2, you play
England
Wales.
announced theirs last week.
But England is England. We are Ghana. don't listen to
no,
me.
wait. And have we collected Woto again?
I mean, we lost 2-0 to Mexico. So
we have played again.
It's Ghana's team B. No,
we don't even know they have played
it
again.
is Ghana's
and
team
on top
B.
of that, they beat us.
It's Ghana's team B,
Our
so you
team
just
B.
understand, yes.
Okay. Excuses. Under 2 minutes, we conceive the goal. Ghana Black Stars.
Oh, Caleb, don't be doing that to our team. We are going to win the World Cup. Right, Monday morning, welcome aboard to Kickoff right here, 97.3, coming up in the next 10 minutes.
For 22 years, the old Arsenal artillery has lain silent and dormant, gathering dust, gathering doubt, but this season has lit the fuse. After 22 years of gloom, it's about to go boom! The Arsenal cannon fires again!
Right, Arsenal lifted the Premier League trophy after celebrating their first game as champions with a 2-1 win against Palace on Sunday. Multicam on the Plus here in Ghana. So some excited Arsenal fans are the residents of the British High Commissioner. Yesterday's EPL watch party, Monda Plus. Some other reactions from the updates. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Politan Ghana and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Right, I'm Gabio. Let's begin from Morocco. And Ghana's Black Starlets failed to qualify for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup following a penalty shootout defeat to Uganda. Now, Uganda won the contest 8-7 on penalties after coming from behind twice to force 2-2 draw in normal time. This is only the second time Uganda have qualified for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, having first achieved the feat last year. Now, let's hear from Ghana's Abdul Latif, who was emotional and struggled to find the right words after Ghana failed to qualify for the World Cup.
I feel sad because we couldn't play the penalty well, and then everything is sad. I'll just encourage them, to do more better.
All right, so that's Ghana's Abdul Latif speaking after his side failed to progress to the Under-17 World Cup. Well, all the way in Cardiff, some Black Stars players have already arrived in camp in Wales ahead of Ghana's next friendly against Wales on June 2. Jordan Ayew, Fatah Isaku, Gideon Mensah, Jerome Opoku, Marvin Senaya, and Ali Dusiedu are among the early arrivals as the team continues preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Ghana will face Wales in Cardiff after head coach Carlos Queiroz names his official 26-man squad on June 1, and that's according to GFA President Keto Kreku. He mentioned that the final squad announcements will be made a day before the friendly. The Black Stars head into the Wales game after suffering a 2-0 defeat to Mexico in the early hours of Saturday morning in Puebla. Well, but for the Black Maidens, Ghana's Under-17 women's side, they were in action at the Accra Sports Stadium against Liberia in the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. The Maidens cruised to a commanding 6-0 victory over Liberia in the first leg of the second round qualifiers. Pius Asak, what are the venue and reports?
Ghana's Under-17 women's team, they're taking a commanding step toward the next round of their FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers after a dominant 6-0 victory over Liberia on Saturday, May 23, 2026 here at the Accra Sports Stadium. From start to finish, controlled proceedings in front of their home fans, dictating play across all parts of the game, across defense, midfield, and attack. Despite several early missed chances, Ghana eventually broke the deadlock in the 31st minute when Daniela Bass finished clinically after an assist from Jessica Appiah. Captain Sadat Wahab doubled the lead from the penalty spot just minutes later before Lende Chan added a moment of brilliance, striking a superb effort to make it 3-0 and put the game firmly out of the Liberia's reach before the break. After the restart, Ghana maintained their dominance. In the 60th minute, Jessica Appiah got on the score sheet, herself finishing off a well-worked move by Priscilla Mensah to register a brace. Priscilla Mensah then made her own impact on the score sheet number, speaking after the game.
It's a game of football, but realistically speaking, we have seen what we face today. Put us in a very good, position to get prepared in the future. And, we hope that a comeback can be made in the near future, but we remain positive.
Coach Joe Nana Adakwa said Ghana cannot afford to miss the World Cup.
Yeah, we have to keep on working on them because they are kids. As I'm saying, they are kids. This thing is down, so we have to keep on working.
All right, so that's Black Maidens head coach Joe Nana Adakwa, and in that report put together by my colleague Pius Asak. Well, in the Ghana Premier League, Mediama Sporting Club were crowned champions, while the battle for survival and top four finishes produced drama across the country. Young Apostles and Vision FC secured Premier League survival, but Nations FC got relegated. Julio Ashifiamwa has more in this report.
The champions may have already wrapped up the title. Accra House of Oak made sure Mediama SC did not end the season in comfort. At the Accra Sports Stadium, the Phobians produced one of their best attacking displays of the campaign, defeating Mediama SC 4-2 for a hard side criticized all season for dropping points, finishing with the highest number of draws in the league. This was the perfect statement to close the camp.
I think that keeping consistency and then keeping your right purpose in the approaches that you put in place is so key. Irrespective of how it's going, you need to be more front looking and then keep your purpose upright.
Mediama boss Ibrahim Tanko, already crowned champions last week, simply applauded hard for the performance.
No, I think it was 50-50. After the first goal, we came back very strongly and we had almost all the chances. And then second half, the early goal also keep us behind, but still we keep on fighting to the last. I think 4-2, they win, but I congratulate them.
The Porcupine Warriors ended a frustrating season with another defeat, losing to Swedru All Blacks on the final day to register their 11th loss of the campaign. For interim boss coach Hamza Obeng, he admitted the season simply did not meet expectation.
It's very bad. At least we should have gotten a win to make our fans happy.
All right, so that's Coach Ibrahim Tanko, and in that report put together by Julio Shifriama. Well, Kotoko have issued a statement expressing disappointment over the club's performance in the Jess and the league season, which saw the Porcupine Warriors finish 8th on the league table. In the CAF Champions League final, South Africa's Mamelodi Sundowns won their second African Champions League title as a 1-0 draw against Asfar of Morocco proved enough to clinch a 2-1 aggregate in the final. Well, let's get to the EPL, and Arsenal started their reign as champions with a routine 2-1 win over Palace in a party atmosphere at the Selhurst Park. Both sides named experimental lineups, with Palace in the Conference League final on Wednesday, and then Arsenal are in the Champions League final May 30. We hear from Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta.
The manner that we've done it, I think we really earned it. It's been an incredible journey. There have been some tough times along the way to build what we wanted. We tried several times. We didn't reach the destination that we wanted, but I think this team showed an incredible perseverance, commitment and courage to do what we've done under a lot of pressure and a lot of circumstances as well.
All right, so that's Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta speaking there. On the part of Palace, it was on the end of an era for Palace boss Oliver Glasner. He played his last match in charge of the team before he departs when his contract comes to an end. Let's take it to the Etihad, because Pep Guardiola's 593rd And final game in charge of City ended in an emotional Premier League defeat as Oli Watkins scored a double for Aston Villa. Here is Pep with his final words to the City fans.
I'm so nervous, terrified right now. Why you love me so much? Why you do that to me? I never could imagine the amount of love. I have been an incredible, tremendous honor to be your manager, to be here during 10 years. Like the video so long, and the reason why, that the amount of trophies and incredible emotions. Please, I would love not just remember the trophies that we won. That's the reason why I could stay 10 years, otherwise.
All right, so that's Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. He was very emotional yesterday's final words to the City fans. Well, Liverpool confirmed Champions League football next season despite being held by Brentford, as Anfield will wave farewell to club legends Salah and Robertson. Well, Spurs overcame Everton to secure the result they required to ensure Premier League survival on a day of nerve-shredding tension. So West Ham United will be playing the Championship next season, despite beating Leeds by 3-0. Sunderland beat Chelsea to qualify for European competition for the very first time in 53 years, and then United beat Brighton by 3-0 at the Amex Stadium. In Italian Serie A, Cesc Fabregas' Como qualified for the Champions League for the first time in their history with a 4-1 victory over 10-man Cremonese on the final day of the Serie A season. So that's it. Well, for more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at City Sports JHA. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytangana and Leshaho. Let's improve life. I'm Gabi Affair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Did take care and bye-bye.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, come to let's share go. No matter your situation, come to let's share go. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 for the hashtag CityCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Many people only check their pension when they are about to retire. That's when issues show up. Missing payments, gaps, confusion. By then, fixing it is difficult. Regular checks now can prevent future surprises. Our free pension health check helps you identify the gaps early enough. So book a session by visiting our website at www.petraonline.com. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Tell everyone dinner is ready.
Kids, let's go to the dining table.
Food is ready. Let's go.
Hey, you're fine.
No. Say, you're fine.
No, my own is better. You're fine.
But wait, we all know that Mommy always does it best.
you're fine.
Keep enjoying First Choice Premium Spaghetti. Delicious, non-sticky, contains vitamin A, zinc, iron, and always comes through. You're fine.
This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my my boyfriend akwisi obo star 959 hash when you phone so. Na we
Anita, I don't doggy parko.
Oh, one so. Akwisi asanso ba number 1. Yeah, mo adwen na ho. And then there was so ye me show papa bi. Na me de tossa me short sexy dress no. Na me se samiti. Na me ye me nails no so come on. Oh, no. Me fa uba. Make I do some small 1-2 rounds be answer me do ni ho. Na we tria. Hey, Nana so he for order. So Chinese any wine papa bi. And they mean this check no.
Hey, Anita.
Na sa ni mia when you hear TV bi no. Also say sound. No to prepared. Na me chilly AC mu. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby I will do no jina wa. Mr. Remember dial star 959 hash. Oh, iPhone app akotoma ono. Na wan ka senya usika so ate.
Sister, next time cut call no what? Dial star 959 hash and I call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Down some.
Is your home and office protected against crime? Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar-proofing, provides fixed and sliding burglar-proof solutions for homes, shops, and offices. Trelidor has given Ghanaians peace of mind for over 20 years with the highest international standards backed by a 5-year warranty on materials and workmanship. Choose Trelidor. Call 0561 24 24 24 or simply Google Trelidor for more information. Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar-proofing.
Charlie, the contract is here. Where my pocket? Flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payments, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 66 9346. DCI Microfinance, miles beyond the extra.
Every day, I wake up and realize that my child's day depends on the choices I make. The clothes she wears, the water she drinks, and the food I select make all the difference. I do all this with love. Cerelac gives you more ways to show love to your child. The Cerelac wheat you have trusted for years now has a no refined sugar variant. Both made with equal care and love. Because when it comes to your children, every choice matters. Cerelac. More choice. Same trusted nourishment.
This advert is FDA approved.
You have dreams to achieve, a degree to chase, a visa to land, a career to build. The one thing standing between you and all of it? Your English proficiency test. Choose PTE, Pearson Test of English. Faster, results in 48 hours. Fairer, AI scored, no human bias. Simpler, book up to 24 hours in advance and choose a test center near you. Book your test now at www.pearsonpte.com. PTE, do it worry-free.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we lay aside, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Sunny Gold Brown Sugar. Available in a shop near you.
Sunny Gold.
Wakashi. This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Recent past principal of Day Spring Montessori International School, from Alex and all the guys in DC, attention the terrible traffic situation between SCC Junction and Old Barrier, particularly around Attah. The congestion is being caused by sand deposits left on portions of the road after last Friday's rain. This situation is troubling and heartbreaking, especially considering that funds have been used to procure equipment under the DRIP initiative. We especially appeal to the MC to deploy the equipment to clear the affected stretch of the road. This morning I spent close to 30 minutes on a journey that would normally take less than 3 minutes. This is from Ken Kankam. Godfred, I want to give this assignment to you.
Okay, I like assignments.
This is not a difficult problem.
Okay.
The traffic between SCC and Old Barrier is caused by silt that has been washed onto the road.
Yes.
The DRIP coordinator is Neil Ante van der Poel,
yes.
who is your football colleague. You used to play football together at
every Saturday. He's there.
He is also the former MP for Ododio. So
he also lives around that part of town.
So call him and tell him that he should release the DRIP equipment to go and clear the debris between SCC and Old Barrier around Attah. That's all he should do this morning.
He lives there.
Maybe he's traveled.
Okay. That problem though goes beyond drip equipment.
Hey.
Yeah. It's just a cosmetic solution now to ease the burden of the commuters, but in perpetuity we know that the siting of some of the properties there is an issue. The place is a low-lying area. On the top they've built all over, they've cleared all the greenery there, so when it rains everything will keep coming down. So as for the drip machines, we need to keep them 24 hours there. Anytime it showers, the place will
the person who sent the message is a road user, so he's concerned about the road. I do understand what you're saying about today the long-term problem.
The Pokwasi people too are complaining. They are saying that their contractor is abandoned the work. The pace of work is slow. They've spent more than 30 minutes moving from Ofankor towards Achimota. So traffic on the Pokwasi highway towards Achimota is crazy. Can you please alert the police?
But you read a story this morning in the Ghanaian Times explaining this. That the project was going to delay. So why are you feigning ignorance?
They are they are going through it, so I'm just highlighting their concerns.
No, explain to them what you read, because in the Ghanaian Times this morning, your lead story was that the Ofankor project was going to delay.
Yeah, they said they want 6 more months.
Not months, months. But why? Why do you need 6 more months?
So I mean, I let me grab the paper and get the details. Because it's some delay. It's some delay.
Okay, find the paper and give me the details.
Since we're on the business of updates before you finish, it's the forever. The cows are still there.
Okay, I'll come to that.
The cows are still there.
I'll come to that shortly.
Just
come to that shortly.
Telling you, the cows are there.
So it's debris. Yeah. I think did I say debris? It's an early morning. I haven't eaten it. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of quick announcements. My main issue this morning, though, is I'm in two minds about the Minister of Roads statement. So I want you to hear for yourself and tell me what you think about this. Do you have what he said? This was in the Northeast region last night.
No contractor working on any road in the country or savannah would be tolerated for doing shoddy work. I have news for you. Today, interestingly, in Savannah region, on every day when you go to platform, citizens have decided to take their mobile phones and record everything that every contractor is doing. They've been sending it to President Mahama, they've been sending it to me. So if you are a contractor, you can no longer connive with my agencies to send me a very beautiful report in Accra and pretend you are working. The people know. In fact, they even tell me how many people are on your site on daily basis. There's one contractor that I cannot mention. It's a Chinese contractor. I know the number of equipment that are on site today, how many people are there, and when they came to work. And I want to thank the public for this level of vigilance. And I want to encourage all young people across the country. Do same with every road project that is in your community. Own it. Report to us. Don't wait and say that the minister will know about it.
So that was Governor Kwame Agboja speaking from the Northeast region. And their road inspection went all through the night. So the team is returning this morning. I want to... Yes, what was your question?
No, I want to know why this would be the strategy we resort to follow up on road progress. I'm interested. I'm just interested.
Well,
maybe I can get an explanation later on.
We are. I am interested in that. So long as I send me some of those videos and whatever they are sending to the minister,
they copy you.
Yes. I just want to
put you in copy.
I want to say that whoever is sending those pictures and videos from the regions, please add me to the list.
Because mention our number. Mention the number.
The number is 053 998 6996 because I have time.
Yeah.
This is my
the
work.
Minister will be inundated.
So you can send to the minister, I can send to the president. I don't have the president's number.
Yes.
But you can send to me 053 998 6996.
Sharp.
I want to know as well because we'll come to that. I'm sure it's something that would generate some discussion both here and with listeners. But by the way, if you heard the minister, the question I have for you is, do you know how to assess the state of a road?
Okay.
All right. So maybe when you look at the publication where they say a road is 45% complete,
yeah.
Do you know what that means operationally? Or when they say a road is 90% complete? So
can I just make an intervention?
Please
because
do.
The whole communication of percentages of completion, politicians brought this upon themselves. Okay. In communicating to placate the people, they were giving us these abstract percentages. When you travel to the UK or the US, do you hear these kinds of things? What you see is that there's a time given. Yeah. If there's going to be an extension for the construction work, that notice is put out. Yeah. But you see, and I get his frustration, but they sort of made their bed and so exactly, because when you keep on, for the longest time we've reported about 75% construction completed. What is the relevance of all of that?
Maybe
largely to score political
maybe because
points.
of political pressure to finish roads. You do know that whether it's a road or a hospital or a project, you can't short circuit the time to finish it. So usually when there's demand on you to finish it, you need to give them a sense of time. So they will say maybe it's 50% complete. But you're right. What does it mean? Does it mean that 50 kilometers have been done? But, road is not like it's not like a building. So for me, it's a good point. How do you even convert these percentages into meaningful descriptions?
Because political communication becomes the end goal instead of development.
Instead of development communication.
Exactly, because the communication should be about the development objective. But when the political communication becomes an end in itself, that's when we are being given these abstract figures. And now we are hearing this from
But beyond
the
percentages, sometimes they will say things like, the contract has been awarded. He's doing mobilization. So they basically will give you the faces. So if they can say, it hasn't been awarded at all. Yeah. It's been awarded. Yeah. He's doing mobilization. Yeah. Some of them will say he's doing off-site things. So for example, a contractor could be having a road project at Tema Motorway, but he could be at Shire Hills now conveying like rocks for the...
I understand.
So what I'm trying to say is that there is a need to keep the public informed about where a project has gotten to.
Certainly. I understand the communication associated with the project, but when the lines are not properly delineated, it becomes, because remember that our development is led and run by political actors. And so when the communication doesn't focus on the project, it becomes political communication. And you said something very important that I've forgotten the words you used just now, but the work is on the ground. You can't, short circuit the development. Yeah. But sometimes there are attempts to short circuit the communication, because the communication is now the development on the face of it.
No, you're right.
That becomes
I find that in the power
problem.
sector too. When in 2014, 2015 we had power challenges, I spent a lot of my time talking to people in the power sector. I need to say to me that, Bernard, if any politician tells you that he will build a power plant in a year, don't believe him. and they were saying that the shortest possible time you can build a proper power plant to serve the nation was 3 years. So the people gave me some sort of system to assess the progress. I think this is true for even buildings and even true for roads as well.
And even the flooding problem.
When you listen to this minister carefully, he was also talking about some of what his opponents had said, that basically they are checking and he's not finishing the roads on time. Where's the big push? And he's saying that you didn't do anything in 8 years and now you're giving me pressure. You cannot also delay. You cannot, I want the right word, you cannot
take that away.
Yes, you cannot take away the politics of infrastructure development because they are visible evidence of government work. So if you are a minister for roads and people drive on bad roads, it affects the government. You need to go around and explain to them why the road is not finished. Now, if you've awarded a contract and the road is delaying, and if you've paid somebody and the person is not doing the road, it's very painful. If the road hasn't been awarded, all right, or if there's no money for it, that's a different case. So I'll give you an example. Last week, somebody sent me a picture of a road from Wusuta to what's the name of this place? From Wusuta to Vakbo. And the person said that they are residents and they are happy with the slow progress of the road. And that when they compare what has been told them officially by state, maybe the minister or whoever, and what they see on the ground, there's right. So he was asking us as a media house to follow up because the community is unhappy. My point is that there's a role for community in monitoring. We call it social accountability. Indeed, we've done social accountability projects. So the minister can go to parliament and answer questions on roads. That's the official government accountability. But if you award over 2,500 road projects, there's no way a ministry's organization, with the kind of corruption we have in Ghana, can give a minister an accurate report on every project if citizens don't get involved. So citizens must be the eyes and ears of the minister on the project. Yeah. Send your cameras, send to radio stations, right? Call people out. I even used to complain that they don't write enough about a project. Look,
the project size,
put the name of the contractor there. Yeah. Tell us how much you've paid him. The scope. Put his phone number there. Do you understand me? So that people can follow up. If the citizens don't add pressure to what is happening, the system we have, you see, a second, all these MCs, district engineers and things, some of them may be compromised because maybe they have some relationship with the contractor or whatever. So for me, if the citizens don't get involved and make noise, send videos about the so-called 50% road finish. If it wasn't for the people who formed the WhatsApp group on the Ofankor Road, why did the president cut short? I think when he came to office, he cut short something and went there that week because the guys were making a lot of noise.
So citizen participation or involvement is important, okay? That's the whole point of accountability that we require, or the state requires from these actors of the state. But the point should not be for citizens to do the work or to do the checks and balancing for whichever ministry. You see, bringing that up, I didn't want to go into that, but bringing that up, I totally disagree that with a call by the minister that citizens should monitor and do etc. He himself, like Caleb rightly said, is going to be overwhelmed with the content. There are institutions of accountability, okay? There are institutions that forge the participation of citizens. The media, we do that very well. I kind of feel that the focus of the ministry should be on delivering, okay? Instead of, and in that delivery, you're going to have those checks and balances. If you have to bring in independent auditors, if you feel that your directors or your engineers, whatever, are not communicating the facts on the ground, then if you have to contract external independent people, you have to do that. At all costs, there must be checks and balances. Respectfully, this sounds...
So is it a replacement of... Are you saying that the call the minister is a replacement of that? No, you are positioning the argument.
No, but you are not allowing me.
No, it's not allowing it. You are making an either or.
No, allow me to
because
settle.
We already explained that the minister's call does not replace
Bernard,
official accountability.
If I may, you see, it shouldn't come off as though the minister has thrown his hands in the air and is complaining in the public. Okay, the expectation, and that's why I have a problem with a lot of the theatrical governance that we do these days. I don't expect to see or hear the minister's frustration. The minister, okay, the moment he's sworn into office, he sort of metamorphoses into a state actor and not a politician. You see, and our inability to draw that line and our continuous politicization of development is why we can't have lasting solutions to our problem. We can't have lasting roads. Caleb was talking about it. We can't solve. You said there was a flooding area that the problem was rather about the development of the place. You see, because of the politicization, the development is short-termed. It is for the political group or the class to achieve their 4-year maintenance in power, okay? It is not for the long-term development. And so we are going to have our roads riddled with potholes. We are going to have, desilting and whatnot, when the problem really is about how we are developing communities, where we are siting buildings.
You see, I'm cautioning you not to position the call as an either-or. You see,
that call shouldn't come from him.
So a politician shouldn't appeal to the public to get involved in local development. Is that all you do every day?
You see, when you characterize it as
but that's what he said.
It's not that. It is not what he's asking for. You see, your participation is not to go and do the checks and balances. You, the citizen, no, you demand accountability regardless. And a lot of if you go to your text messaging, okay, a lot of the citizens are doing that through you, the media. Okay, and so what's wrong
with that?
It's not about what is wrong with that too. You have to appreciate the office. Okay, unless the minister is telling us that they don't have the structures in place to sort of resolve this problem of misreporting and in quotes lies, etc.
I think so.
And that is disappointing.
I think so.
But the solution is not to tell the citizens monitor the road, go and check and comment. No.
When I hear the minister, I hear frustration. I also hear mistrust of some of his own people.
Some of these things, okay, would be expected. When you were going to be made general manager, frustration was expected, was anticipated. And what your experience and your pedigree will let you know how to deal with that. And so I don't think the frustration should be directly communicated. The people driving on these bad roads are even more frustrated.
Maybe
people are waiting. People are losing their cars. They are waiting. Maybe he wants more frustrated.
Maybe he wants the public pressure to be brought to bear on the contractors. Because you see, don't also you know that our political economy.
Who hired the contractors?
No, Kakra, let's not.
Who hired? You see, Bernard,
in our political economy,
put people in place to act on our behalf, they must do so.
Yeah, but the action includes appealing to citizens. What law is he breaking by saying citizens should get involved?
We are not talking about any law.
Yeah, but I'm even saying that we tell citizens all the time to do what he's saying they should do.
Are you the minister for roads?
No, I'm not.
Exactly. So your mandate as a senior journalist is totally different from that of the minister.
The politician cannot ask citizens to help him. What's wrong with that? In addition to doing whatever he has to do.
In what sense? You are running an institution that has structures.
Yes.
If things are not working, you don't go and tell the people that come and fix the problem.
So there are two things. No, hold on.
But he's that's in essence is what we are being told.
And I'm saying you are mischaracterizing his point. No, he didn't say they should fix the problem.
I'm not mischaracterizing it. It is rather the mischaracterization by calling the citizens to come and make do these checks and balances.
Is that they should do that, Paul? Is that they should come and do? It's just saying come and choke them.
It is even on a certain probably misguided understanding that all the citizens understand. That's the point Godfred was making. Understand the road infrastructure. No, you see that you have to appreciate. We are doctors, we are lawyers, we are journalists. Not all of us understand the way things should work.
Was it not citizens who started shouting about the Wager Children Hospital?
You see,
that led to. Hold on.
But the comparison
the minister,
is nuanced.
I'm coming. The minister of health hadn't gone there. Citizens went there to do some demo or whatever. Citi FM Channel 1 went there. 2 days later, the politicians were there.
The comparison is nuanced. Citizens, you cannot say that no citizen in Ghana hasn't complained about the roads. They have. But engineers, contractors are not being truthful in their reporting, that is not for citizens to figure out and come and tell the ministry by saying the road is this. When you see, I told you that the politicians fall in the traps they themselves lay. When you decided you were going to go on, you were going to forget that you are no longer a politician, but you're occupying a state position. These 75% done, 80% done, and the media, we've allowed them to communicate these vague.
He's both a politician
you see,
and a state
accountability official. Already exists, but a line, it must be delineated. A line must be drawn. Accountability from the citizens already exists. Everybody here.
That's why we have
social. Everybody is talking about.
Even in your field.
So institute the whistleblowing in your ministry. Don't ask the public that they should come and report on it to expose.
Even in your
you hired them. You gave them the terms of reference. You agreed. And in that you signed a contract. If they are not delivering, you need to go back and take the action that you are required to take.
Even the police appeal to the public to help them.
No, you see, Bernard, when you frame it like that, it's not the same thing. You see, when you frame it like that, you take away a certain nuance. That is very important. The police asking the public to help them means that, give information, do this, on crime, etc. It doesn't mean go around or get on the pickups with us and let's go and fight the crime. No.
Yeah,
you see, the citizen participation is limited to their existence as citizenry. What you need is to give the job to professionals. If you have a problem, that's why I said you should be able to go outside and get independent auditors to verify.
I'm saying that we can work and chew gum. So for me, I'm not even saying that what the minister is doing is the solution to road problems. What I'm saying is that if he is, of course, he went there himself, right? So he's not sitting in his office saying citizens should come and do. The man is on the ground. He's doing tours, and he's saying that in addition to whatever I see whenever I go, I don't live here. I've awarded about 4,000 contracts. So citizens must get involved. I would agree with you when you say institutionalize it.
Yes.
Don't play to the gallery. So if you say citizens must get involved, I agree with you when you say, have some sort of whistleblower system where you can say, we've set up a system where we will check from the citizens and some social accountability angle. They
shouldn't even be telling us that should be part of the system you run within your institutions. We must let the
official communication, communication through media is part of the system. Otherwise, what work do you have to do? I sent a reporter to be with a guy, and the reporter has spent 2 days with the guy bringing this news report to us. So,
but it's the how, Bernard. It's the how.
If you see the presence of the reporter as a means of telling the public to support you, that's part of governance. In addition to whatever he's doing, because you cannot deliver roads for people if the people are not involved in monitoring what happens.
But you see,
so there's official monitoring and unofficial monitoring.
At the very beginning of my commentary, I said that I'm not saying that there shouldn't be citizen participation. The devil is in the detail. It is how we are framing it. The fact of citizen participation does not mean that, for instance, if there's perceived corruption or misconduct, it is up to the citizens to come and expose that by reporting on the roads. No. And the if you're going to institutionalize, or if you did institutionalize whistleblowing, auditing of the roads, etc., you don't need to come and tell us that you are going to do this. If you had done it and you had the results, if the whistleblowing institutionalization had yielded results, then you partner with the media and communicate that.
We'll leave it to the public to determine how they interpret the minister's views. I think we are on different minds here. Probably two sides of the same coin.
I wanted to ask Ella before I drink. Since the tour started, which road has he been happy with? Which of the roads?
He's been happy with a number of the roads. Usually, it's the ones he's frustrated and unhappy with that trend.
So which
and
ones?
I'll get that for you. I can pull that for you very shortly.
The reporter who went with him can also join us, so we can speak to him. The man himself should be talking to us by now. I think I should give you a chance to interview him. I think the next time he comes.
My days of interview are long gone.
How can you? What are you talking about? You can't outgo interview. 6 minutes past 8 on the Citi Breakfast Show. It's time for tech and social media trends.
It's brought to us by Telecommunications.
Edwin Kwakofi is here. Good morning, Edwin.
Good morning.
Sorry for arguing to take over your time.
That's fine.
Apologies, Edwin.
It was a very important topic. And I enjoyed the conversation that was ongoing. But to start off in our trends, let's come to some sports. Let's finish up with some sports, and we'll start off in the Ghana Premier League. It was the last game weekend of the season. Obviously, Midiama have already won the league title, but there were a few other things to be determined, including the teams that would be relegated and the Golden Boot, which was a huge issue. So going into the final,
scoring for free. Ghana League.
Going into the final game, Augustine Okra of Bichim United, he had 16 goals. And then you had Samuel Attah-Mensah of Bibiani Gold Stars, who had 13 goals. And then at the end of the day, Attah-Mensah scored 6 goals in their game against 11 Wonders, which Bibiani won 8-3, by the way.
Wonders will never end.
Wonders will never end. And, he ended up winning the Golden Boots. He ended on 19 goals. Augustine Okra scored over the weekend.
Were they proper goals?
Yes, there were some were proper goals.
Okay.
There was one penalty that I saw where he missed it. The rebound came to him. There was no defender on him, and then he scored the rebound. So that was one thing. So yes, he's won the
6 goals in one.
6 goals in one match
to win the Goal King.
To win the Goal King, and people are expressing their doubt about the authenticity of that result and the goals that were scored, because usually on the last day of the Ghana Premier League season we see it a lot. Teams score the goals they need, players score the goals they need to win various things or get into various positions, because everyone feels that the league is over, so they can get away with a lot. We saw Inter Allies and Ash Gold their scenario where they won 7-0, which resulted in the two teams being sanctioned because of match fixing. So people weren't happy with how the last game of the season turned out, and the Ghana Premier League is over. Let's move on to the English Premier League, which also ended over the weekend. And we saw a record. Bruno Fernandes, or Fernandes, as a lot of people like to call him.
Because it's Fernandes.
Fernandes, yes. So he provided his 21st assist of the season, record-breaking 21st assist of the season.
Wow! And scored a goal to top it off.
And scored a goal as well. So he has the most assists in a single season in Premier League history, beating the record of Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City and Thierry Henry of Arsenal, who both had 20 in a single season. So people are calling for him to be named the PFA Player of the Year because of his performances over the course of the season. Now, let's
usually PFA help a team win a trophy,
which is why the conversation over Declan Rice deserving it more than him comes in, because Arsenal are the Premier League champions. Declan Rice has been in very good form for Arsenal this season, and they feel that he should win it instead of Bruno Fernandes. So away from football, some unfortunate news over the weekend. Ghana's entertainment industry has been thrown into a state of mourning following the passing of Beverly Afaglo, an actress. We heard from her manager, Abu Idris, that she'd been dealing with cancer for the last 2 years, receiving treatment outside the country. And unfortunately, she lost the battle eventually, and she was declared dead over the weekend. It's
funny. I heard the story, and then I saw a billboard with her photo on it, advertising some products. I was like, is this not the lady who just died, or whose death was announced? Really, really sad.
Yeah, so he told Ghana Weekend that she'd been undergoing treatment. She'd had it for 2 years. It was initially breast cancer, but it spread because of its nature. But while she...
Early detection.
And she's spoken in the past about dealing with cancer in interviews. So we knew that she had cancer. She was... undergoing treatment, as I've already said. But then in that time she was still shooting movies, promos, because she wanted to go about with her life and not let the cancer take over her life. And also in the final days when she was about to leave us or depart this earth, she was told to stay in the United States for treatment, but she opted to come back to Ghana and be with her kids for final time before she passed. So unfortunate incident, unfortunate story that we've lost Beverly Afaglo as well. Let's go to some politics. And this started on Friday, but it's been trending over the weekend because of how big it is. The comments by NDC National Chairman Johnson Asiedu in Ketia, that first of all that the changes in NDC's leadership and parliament basically resulted in them winning the elections in 2024. So remember that Haruna Idrisu was removed as my minority leader
at the time,
as well as Muntaka Mubarak, who was the minority chief whip at the time, replaced with Kasiel Asofo-Singh, who is now finance minister, used to be the minority leader at the time. So he says those changes eventually led to the NDC winning the elections. And he also said that he told the president, John Dramani Mahama, to appoint both Muntaka and Haruna Idrisu as ministers when he came into power. So,
as they say, he's claiming power.
So, obviously, people, the opposition are taking it to suggest that the president is a lame duck in their words, and that he is being influenced by other people within his party to make certain decisions.
But you need General Mosquito to tell you to appoint Haruna and Muntaka as ministers. I mean, what are you saying in Ghana?
Well, they're definitely going to take advantage of what is going on. People within the party obviously are upset that he's come out to say it at this point in time, because it's probably going to spread some issues around the party.
Whatever he was trying to dispel has probably worsened.
Yes,
yeah.
It has. So we are done with our trending stories. Let's move on to tech. And there's a brewing issue in our tech space in Ghana. People in the tech space are upset about the NITA bill, which is in Parliament. They are very upset about what it contains and how it's going to affect the tech industry. A lot of people say it's going to severely disrupt the startups, the tech companies that already exist, because of the monies involved and how restrictive the bill appears to be in the tech space. First of all, you pay registration, you pay some amount of money that you make, or some amount of the transactions that you make back to the government, which obviously, if you are a small company in the tech space, is going to affect you, because you already don't have money, you are struggling for capital, and then you have to pay huge amounts for some people to the government. So a lot of them are complaining about it, and there are issues being raised. NITA has also released a statement saying that they are not operationalizing a bill that has not been passed yet. They are not using it, even though it's still in Parliament. They are still stakeholder consultations ongoing. So the conversation is ongoing on social media. We'll bring you up to date. I think I'll come back with it tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Edwin.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash, and to the suppliers at my shop.
Hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Your future starts here at Alexis University College, a place where knowledge meets innovation and dreams become reality. Guided by integrity, excellence, inclusivity, and innovation, we prepare students to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Explore our accredited programs: nursing and midwifery, accounting and IT, banking and finance, marketing, human resource management, ICT, computer science, cybersecurity, applied insurance risk, and data analytics. Admissions are open now. Visit our campus at Tema, Comte 25, Pisby Junction, or apply online at www.delexusuniversity.edu.gh. Call us on 055 1198 100 or 055 1126 448. Delexus University College. Be knowledgeable and innovative in science and technology.
When the bills are mega.
When the plans are mega.
When the pressure is mega.
When the need is mega.
Then you need a mega answer. That answer is Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loan. Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loans promo is available to new and existing salaried workers, existing loan subscribers, including top-up customers and pensioners. Get support for personal needs, family priorities, school fees, home improvement, business support, and more. Enjoy big loans, low rates with a quick and straightforward process designed to help you move without delay. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch today or call 030-2214-314. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Buy any promo pack of Gino tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, or Gino jollof tomato mix. Cut open the sachet, find the code inside, text the code free of charge to *844*99#. There's over 2.5 million Ghana cedis in airtime to be won, plus amazing appliances and the grand rewards: a brand new car and an all expenses paid trip to a dream destination. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became #1. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and Master's programs in Intelligent Computing Systems and Mechatronic Engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
When truth is stranger than fiction, and myths spring to life, and the shadowy mysteries of a long-forgotten era become your present reality, your imagination will usher you into a realm of head-spinning reality beyond what the mind should know. Amani Adisa of Monsters and Gods. Download from the Akraba app now on iOS or Android.
Charlie, trim I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Spot there. Ah, Charlie, you sure say you dey pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo day.
me kopena, make your name they sing. Me kopena, make your name she sing. Me kopena, ye koko sing. Sakofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Shishi wrong. Shishi wrong. Abosu kibabi de dunya sang kofa pepe soup wey you know kofa sang kofa pepe powder shishi raw sang kofa pepe powder me pa ojawo me shishi sang kofa pepe powder me pa ojawo me shishi 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 me pa ojawo sang kofa pepe powder ojawo
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
June is for business here at Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the Citi Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the Citi Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the Citi Breakfast Show on 97.3 Citi FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel 1 TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. Citi Business Festival 2026. Driving ideas into impact. The Citi Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank. And it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-32231. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
This June, all roads lead to Accra. WAMPEX, the West African Mining and Power Expo, returns from the 3rd to the 5th of June for its 19th edition. Endorsed by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, WAMPEX brings together over 6,000 mining professionals and over 250 local and international exhibitors. Meet the people behind West Africa's mining operations, discover new suppliers, and make the connections that move projects forward. From a high-level conference to innovation hub workshop, workshops, and valuable networking opportunities now hosted at its new home, the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra. Headline sponsors: Anglo Gold Ashanti, Goldfields, and B5 Plus. Register now for free visitor access at www.onepexwestafrica.com and be a part of West Africa's leading mining event.
Want more of the world's best entertainment? Well, DSTV's got you. We got kicks, we got scores, we got action, we got roars, we got drama, we got fun, we got more for everyone.
We got you.
So come on, get connected. There's an upgrade on us just for you.
It's my specialty.
More channels, more shows, more joy for you and the fam every day. DSTV, we got you all the way.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Origin or the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
You're gonna walk the talk and talk the walk. You're gonna walk the talk and talk the walk. You're gonna walk the talk and talk. My brothers and my sisters. You're gonna walk the talk and talk the walk. You're gonna walk the talk and talk the walk. You're gonna walk the talk. Again, weekday. Be mindful of the stones you throw. They go around, come around, back at you. A word you speak is promise you vow to keep. As you sow, so shall you reap. Go now, have your little fun, for nothing is hidden under the sun. Let your yea be yea. Oh my, what you conceal is the very thing that easily reveal. Let you know be no. You're gonna walk the dog.
829 on the Citi Breakfast Show. Are you into agribusiness, retail, mining, hospitality, manufacturing, trade and logistics? Then you need a partner that understands your business, and that partner is Absa Business Banking, because we get it. You get tailored solutions such as working capital, asset and trade finance, merchant solutions, and data banking support designed specifically for your business's success. So whatever stage your business is at, talk to an Absa relationship manager today. At Absa Banking, we get it with Absa Business. Are you dreaming of studying abroad or taking the IELTS test? At IDP Education, our counseling and application support services are completely free, helping you save your finances while securing genuine opportunities abroad. IDP offers expert free support to study abroad applicants to US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and Canada, helping thousands achieve their dreams. Call us on 054-233-1052 or 020-256-6614. We're at Usu Akweje and also in Kumasi at Edum in Suasi. In life, you know, life doesn't stand still for you. It doesn't wait for you to be prepared. It just moves on. That's why you have to have a flexible policy like Old Mutual's Legacy Transition Plan to help you build a legacy that offers a cover of up to 300,000 cedis with no underwriting, greater flexibility with no limits to the lives you can cover up to age 80. You also get to enjoy the flexibility to update your cover every 5 years. Dial star 378 star 3 hash to request for the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan today, and let's get you the plan that works for you and your family. Old Mutual, do great things every day. Merchants, business owners, do you want smooth payment with no stress? Then Zenny Merchant Pay is the smarter way to get paid. With Zenny Merchant Pay, your customers enjoy the convenience of multiple payment options, mobile money wallets, a GHQR code, or their bank account Zenith. As for you, the merchant, you receive prompt payment notification, enjoy instant settlement and easy reconciliation. No delays, no stress, just smooth payments. No delays, no stress. Sign up today at any Zenith Merchant branch and start receiving fast, secure, and instant payments anywhere in the world.
Right, everyone is a winner in the ongoing Ongalicious Abingwaha promo. We have more than 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes up for grabs. Look out for the special Ongalicious promo packs, submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers at any of our redemption centers near you. You will be given a scratch card. It will reveal a unique code. Send that unique code to star 713 star 27 hash and you will win instantly. We have cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, a lot of millions. There are deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. And this promo runs to the 15th of July. Terms and conditions apply, and this advert is FDA approved. Cowbell is doing something amazing. When the pressure is on, you have to stay up later into the night for that exam. There's a big project you're cooking up, or you have to meet some deadlines. You need to get a Cowbell coffee next to you. It's creamy. It has that rich taste of, it has that rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day, because success doesn't just happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, late nights, and through it all, Cowbell coffee there with you. Delexis University College is inviting you. If you're a student, you're a worker, and the general public, you want world-class education, you want a market-driven professional qualification, or you simply want to top up your diploma to a bachelor's degree, we have the following BScs: nursing, midwifery, all the way to cyber security. There is more. So check delexisuniversity.edu.gh. We are located at Tema Community 25 at Peace B Junction. Call 0551 198 100. WhatsApp 0577 734 549. Admission is in progress. Attention music lovers, do you have old African gramophone plates of high life or Afrobeat from the 70s and the 80s? Oh yeah, if you answered yes, then we are buying them at the best price, but only if they are in very good condition and come with their original covers. We buy only African music, Ghanaian, Nigerian, and more. No foreign records beer. So if you qualify, you have something like that to sell, call or WhatsApp us now. 0530 866 875. Call or send pictures today. 0530 866 875. A word you something from GRA for all of us. They're reminding persons, especially registered for VAT, that VAT and Communication Service Tax CST returns for April 2026 should be submitted on the VAT and SCT returns form on Friday, the 29th of May 2026, which is the last working day of the month. File your VAT, your VAT or CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties. Penalty is 500 Ghana cedis. Penalty 10 Ghana cedi for each day the return is not submitted. And the penalty for CST operators attracts a pecuniary rate of 2,000 Ghana cedis and then further penalty of 500 Ghana cedis. So you know what to do. info@gra.gov.gh. Call toll-free number 0800 900 110 or WhatsApp 055 299 000. Imagine a world where your power never fails, your data is always secure, and your business never stops. That's the world Left Signature Limited is building every single day. Expert electrical engineering services, cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrid. Left Signature keeps your world powered and protected. Our data center and cloud services ensure maximum uptime, seamless connectivity, and strong disaster recovery, so your business never misses a beat. Download LEP Power from Play or App Store, or access the web version 0256 111 811 is the number to call. Our office is at North Lashibi North Celebrity Estate. Leftsignature.com is where to find us online. Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence. Right.
Oh mine, when it's done, you're just another tool for the status quo.
All right, it's 8:36 at 9 o'clock. Actually, at 9:15. At 9:15, we bring you a special edition of Edtech Mondays live in the studio, and we have two distinct topics. We'll be speaking about screen addiction, and ask whether tech devices are teaching or trapping our learners. Whether they are teaching or trapping our learners, and then, as part of today's edition as well, we'll be speaking to a lady who's organizing a very important AI event. All right, so she's Dr. Mrs. Catherine Ejepong Ma Apia Pinkra. She's a development planner and a focal person for e-learning Africa. They have a very important conference, which is part of the discussions around Edtech. So I'm going to take some feedback on the minister's call, whether people would accept it, whether people will add us to the list of people they send road project updates to. Two quick things though. Translight Solar is here to help you deal with power fluctuations. At Translight Solar, our smart solar solutions are designed to help keep the lights on, your appliances running, and your operations moving while helping you cut down electricity costs. We offer exclusive installation discounts starting at 34,000 cedis only. Call us on 0256 040 838 or go to translightsolar.com for more information. The IO annual cover helps deal with hospital bills, emergencies, and other expenses. A yearly premium of 159 cedis or 264 or 396 gets you up to 16,000 cedis to support funeral expenses, and up to 322 cedis daily hospital cash benefits per night. You can add up to 6 family members from age 1 to 69 to this policy. Sign up quickly and simply by dialing *928 *101#. Select annual cover to sign in seconds. You can also WhatsApp 059 691 8235. Imagine your next vacation fully paid, unforgettable, and within reach. By using your ABSA card, you can win an exclusive trip for 2 to Mauritius. Spend 350 cedis to earn an entry and enjoy additional chances with every qualifying transaction via your ABSA card or ABSA digital platform. Now, additional customers will also be rewarded with an all-expense paid weekend escape at a selected resort in Accra or in Ghana. This promo runs to 31st July and is regulated by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
And just to inform you again that everyone is a winner in the Angalicious Abingwaha promo. Don't be left out. 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes are up to be won. Submit 20 of our powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers at any Onga Redemption Center near you. You will receive a scratch card. Scratch it, review your unique code, send it to *713 *27#, and then you will win instantly. We have cash prizes, 2 million Ghana cedis. You could win deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and so much more. This promo ends on the 15th of July, so look sharp.
All right, so here are some quick reactions to the minister's call. Some are voice notes, a few more are text messages. Here are some of them.
Hello, Bernard. This lady, I can't really even understand her. Does she know what goes into road construction? We're talking about a lot of dimensions. For example, if you look at the whole Fume Road, citizens got involved. So though we had material science engineer on site, he's not always there. So people get there and then they check the type of material that comes, and then quickly they call the materials engineer that no, they brought a material that they think is not right. So it has so many dimensions. It doesn't mean that there are no technical staff. The way she's speaking, she's just speaking like someone.
Hello, good morning, Bernard and team. Please, kindly tell our sister that she should take time. Whatever the citizens are doing, it is not wrong. It is never wrong. And whatever the minister is saying, it is also not wrong. because the minister is just doing his work and just giving caution, telling the public or telling the contractors, telling the engineers that aside what I'm doing, there are other eyes that are around watching you. There are other people also around watching you. So if you are deceiving me, lying to me, or doing whatsoever to me, don't worry. If I'm there or I'm not there, there are other people also watching.
Hi, good morning, Bernard and your team. I really appreciate the fact that you gave me this opportunity to share my concern. First and foremost, I would want to agree with your colleague, Kakra, on the point of the minister calling out for the citizenry to be more or less like a watchdog, or people to choke contractors who are failing to meet timelines, deadlines, or their target, or failing to show up on the construction site. Now, this, I wouldn't say it's bad. It is good when, you involve the citizenry in every aspect of the decision that you made. You have made your decision. You have awarded a contract. Why are you failing to hold the contractor accountable for what they are supposed to do? Why are you failing to let them understand this is what you want and this must be done because they've been paid to do the particular job? Why are you not letting them face the full rigors of the law if they have breached the contract, or one way or the other? Why are you now calling on the citizenry? So the politicians have just made up their mind that everything that they would do, they would do it at the expense of the they would do it at their own expense, but then later try to loop in the citizens and make it look like it was a collaborative thing. Of course, it's the taxpayers' money that we are using to do these things. Now, road project has become something that we have politicized. Party A will say that we are doing this, and Party B will also want to do something to prove a point at the end of the day to win election. What we are lacking in this country is a system. We have a systemic problem, and that is where the whole problem is stemming. And nobody is concerned about it. There's nothing that we can do about it. We are failing to just institutionalize systemic measures that will curtail such things. But rather, we are just very happy to go about talking about things that are not relevant. Why are you calling the citizens into it at this particular moment? Because you see that you are failing as a government. You are failing as an individual because you were not able to put in a proper systemic measures. They do not have to call us at this very point. They do not. Because what has to be done has to be done. A country like this, we are very reactive instead of being proactive. We are waiting for a very big disaster, a calamity, or a catastrophe to occur. Then we will start being reacting instead of planning ahead to avoid all these things. I heard one of your colleagues, I think it's Godfred, also mention about the cattle system. The cattle thing is still there.
My brothers and my sisters, you're gonna walk the talk.
Okay, Bernard, I think you need to correct the statement you just made, that you don't think that the ministry has systems of accountability to be able to manage 2,000 projects. That is very erroneous. Let me explain to you. Now, when the contracts are awarded, built into the contract are the supervision of the contracts. That's what we call contract administration. And there are project managers who are hired. Now, project managers are consultants, so they don't need to be full-time employees. So as soon as you award the contracts, there are different skill sets that are needed for the supervision of the project. If it's a road project, you need people from hydrology, you need people who are civil engineers, you need who are bridge specialists and structural engineers and all that. And they constitute the supervisors of the project. They are the project consultants. And those people can be hired, and their cost is part of the project. And the project manager, who is the lead of all those consultants, has a reporting mechanism between himself and the contractor, and between himself and the employer, which is the ministry. So there are accountability systems. Question is, are those accountability systems working, and are they doing the right supervision? That is the question we should be asking the minister.
So those were some of your comments on this, I don't even want to call it a debate.
The last message makes a point that I wanted to bring to the fore earlier. I had done some checks and I understood that what he explained is exactly what it is.
Okay.
But what the minister has done now, which is different, is that previously the supervisors, those he said are supervising, their pay was sort of attached to the contractor.
Okay.
So that you get it. So when I come to check the road, you've not done it, I can say, oh, you've done it, so that I get my pay as a consultant. Do you get it?
So
but
you
now
are part of the project execution team.
Exactly. So now I'm told that you can, as a consultant, raise your own what do they call it? You can raise your own certificates. After you've gone to inspect the project and then you've come back to report.
So you are a bit more independent.
Exactly.
As a consultant.
Precisely. So he's mentioned that at the regional level there are consultants all attached to the project.
But are the consultants, who are the consultants reporting to? Are they reporting to the minister?
Yes. So if you're at municipal level or regional level, you'll be reporting to the one who is above you. But all these, remember the minister said that some of the people, some of the contractors could connive with his agencies. That's where he was going ahead to say that the citizens should now go ahead and send some of those reports to him. But at the level of the chain, which is what Kakra has been talking about, that strengthen the system so you don't have to get citizens to be doing this watchdog role, or in addition to that, this is one of the things I understand.
So you're saying that they decided to decouple the payment of the consultant from the contractor.
Exactly.
So the contractor, the consultant can be more independent.
Precisely.
All right.
So that you don't tie.
Well,
the
if that's
payment
been
of the
done,
consultant
hopefully the consultants will be giving him more believable reports.
Exactly.
And he will have time to study them as well.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
And Godfred had asked about some of the routes that the minister probably saw that he was happy about.
Yes.
So I asked Chris, our correspondent, on this one, and he says that the rehabilitation of the Gbintri Nyangpanduri Road, it's a 44-kilometer. Mawum's Construction Limited is the one on it. It's 35%. Kakra, 35% work has been done already after the work started in January this year. So unfortunately, that's just how we are.
So that's what he said.
Yes, and then there's upgrading of the Saboba Chereponi Road is a 27-kilometer stretch, and the upgrade towards Chereponi work is done. Is ongoing. Fuzak Construction Company Limited is one that is also working.
So that one they were impressed with what they saw.
Yes, usually it's the ones that frustrate the minister that
leads to these. Okay,
exactly.
Can you read some of the comments for me?
So Alowski should allow the lady to flow. She's making a valid point. Asafwache Abolo sent that from Pong. Hello CBS. Why should citizens be asked to do the minister's work? This minister is too much on the media, talking big but delivering nothing. A lot of these appointees should learn from our two Forson. Okay, Kofi, this one I disagree with you. Bernard, I agree with Kakra. Every construction project has a consultant who is being paid to supervise the work and enforce and ensure it's done properly. The consultant reports to the ministry and they are paid for it. The minister should hold them responsible if they are failing their work. Paul, if I send that. Bernard, assuming this is a World Bank project, will the so-called politician turned minister be shouting on air for citizens to supervise the road project? Ghana, my motherland, Gameli send that. Bernard, good morning.
Morning.
The minister's call is in the right direction. Although we have a department that monitors road projects, we, the road users, being stakeholders in these projects, can also report whatever we observe. This one says, Kakra should acknowledge that citizens have a role in development, and therefore, as a people who live in the community, they are responsible to ensure the work is done. The citizen participation that he is requesting for is to empower the citizens to be involved, just like in other countries, and keep the ministry and contractors up to date or to sit up. Okay. Good morning, Ben.
Morning.
We are grateful for the work you're doing, but without the citizens getting involved in reporting on issues, we should forget about seeing progress of development. Kwame Nkrumah used the citizens to achieve better results than the state institutions. To say that politicization of projects will not get solutions is not entirely the case, because we just don't have a developmental plan for the nation for every political party. It goes on and on and on. Thank you for your message. Kakra, yes, I think we've done this already. This Bernard, the problem on the Ofanko Achimota stretch is about the delay and the traffic build-up we have to endure on our way to town. As for the contractor asking for an extension, I don't know why it should be granted. They have been lackadaisical, not working on weekends and nights. Mimi is not happy. In fact, the Ghanaian Times thing...
I wanted you to give me the update on that road.
Yes.
Because some people sent a message that they had a lot of traffic this morning.
Yes.
And the paper says the road is facing fresh delays, as if the old delays are not enough. We have fresh iterations to add.
So officials supervising the project have disclosed that the road is currently 82% complete, right? Now, the chief resident engineer of Associated Consultants, 82%. The consulting firm on the project, Mr. Kwabena Bimpong, confirmed in an interview with the Ghanaian Times that the contractor had formally requested another time extension. According to him, it would have been impossible for the contractor to complete the project by July this year, considering the current level of work. Mr. Bimpong said discussions were still ongoing regarding the duration of the extension. He attributed the delays partly to compensation-related challenges. Now, the resident engineer, Mr. Thomas David Arthur, on his part said efforts were being made to minimize the inconveniences to motorists. Now, remember at the start of this project, we heard there were a lot of court cases because of compensation, land-related issues. There are more than 50 cases in
the project of all projects.
Exactly. So there's that. But Bernard, there's another concern.
Which is what?
The people say what annoys them cries that as the road is bad, police have erected their checkpoints and it compounds their challenges.
Doing torchlight moves.
Exactly. So they want.
So they're saying there are compensation issues which are delaying the project.
Yes.
So we'll do it escalate the cost if engineer Bimpong is available. But this is a very good case study, which in a way supports what you are saying, Kakra, because this is a road that does not lack citizen advocacy.
It hasn't.
Okay. Yeah. So the citizens have complained, but the project hasn't really moved at the pace you expect. And we are told there are now fresh delays. Yeah. Okay. So there's a limit to what citizen advocacy can do, which is 100%. Yes. There's a limit to what citizen advocacy can do. Although we need to say that the reason the project has become so prominent in our news, that citizens have been involved a lot. They did a demonstration. They're always calling into media. So the political cost of not doing the road is also very high. So you notice that there's always some information from government about it. Not every road gets the same thing. So we are meeting each other halfway. But I agree with you. Yeah. We've shouted about this road, but some of the things that have to be done have still not been done. So we play our role as citizens, but government does what it has to do as well. I think Engineer Bimpong needs to come and explain to us what these fresh delays mean. Because Caleb, the last time we interviewed him on this road, we were told about these court cases. This is almost 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's been
okay. And the other issues about traffic management. The fact that a road is not finished does not mean that the road should lead to traffic. And for me, MTTD can be very disappointing. All right. I feel like their job should be facilitation of traffic flows, because traffic is, how do I put it? It's not good. Pollution, productivity, and even security-wise. All right. So if police have this hobby of erecting checkpoints to further worsen traffic, I don't see how that helps anybody.
Honestly.
You get it? Whatever they are trying to check, fine, they have their ways of checking crime. But are you telling me that people who drive 4 hours to get home and they have their last 40 minutes to go home and go and put up a barrier there, shine torchlights on their face, and sometimes ask them for coins? Honestly, Charlie, that's
the bottom line.
It's not right. You get it? They should be interested in facilitating citizens' lives, not frustrating them. You get it? It's some way. So now you have a road that's already bad. People have to go through all this stress to get home, and then you're not going to erect a police barrier somewhere and say you are checking.
By the way, Bernard, go for it shortly. Okay, please go on.
The consultant thing, and the explanation you said. I want governments to help me small. Who are the consultants on the big push projects?
There's one we know that we've been talking to, but this is a project that's been there already.
Yeah, so
I'm talking about
like Bimpong.
Yes, Bimpong is from the pre-existing one.
It's less. Bimpong is the guy.
I'm talking about the new one.
And to be fair, Bimpong has been very good in terms
I know
of speaking. I remember when they did the traffic management at Shiashi that didn't work.
Yeah.
He came to explain. And then, actually, there's Bimpong and engineer Abdullah Mahama.
Yes.
Those two consultants, they explain. Okay, they come on air and talk a lot. I'm not sure all the consultants will want to do that.
Do they exist?
I'm not even sure if talking to the media is part of their mandate.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm talking about the reporting chain. Because...
But now they say they don't pay them with the contractor. So now he can be independent to free his mind.
But there's also the belief that the reason why the minister is resorting to these new tactics is because they aren't actually consultants hired for some of the projects.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't have the information.
I mean, to think about it, if you have,
which is why we are now going to have
2,000, but you see, Attah-Mensah says I'm wrong. You know, I did say on the show with Kakra that I thought that you can't have that level of, or it's not working. And he says no. I just played the voice. He said that it's working. He says there's a system in place where every project has somebody who does that.
Attah-Mensah is giving you the standard.
No, he's giving me what is happening. That's what he said. He's in the system.
Oh, so then Attah-Mensah should name the
because
we don't know the consultants on.
I think they should add a lot of details to the announcement on the road project. Contract sum, date of mobilization paid, time project must be finished, name of consultant, phone number of contractor. Call him. Put him on air.
I'm interested in that part of the agenda. Apart from that, I don't have anything.
You want to know who the contractors are?
The consultants.
Yeah.
Who the consultants are?
Whose jobs we are doing?
No, but they do technical work. They are not just doing. We are more conveying the public sentiment. They are supposed to say.
I know.
They do more formal reports.
Yes. So, the minister doesn't seem happy with what he's receiving.
At all.
And I am also hearing that the consultants are not there.
Which is why the filler is not getting the right filler.
So which is why the information is not flowing up. So it will be interesting to know who the consultants on the projects are.
Caleb, dig and find out.
Since Caleb is working hard on this agenda,
what I want you to do for me is find out for me what is the mandate of a consultant on a road project.
Okay.
All right. What is like...
so the hydraulics engineer as Attah-Mensah.
Yes. What do they
and
do?
all those ones.
What do they do? And then also, somebody made reference to a World Bank project. There are World Bank projects that have also delayed. But those projects delay not for a want of citizen engagement. It's more around co-payments by government and that kind of thing. So a lot of these, even this hospital that we discussed last month.
The Wager Children.
It was a World Bank project, but for some reason, there was a dispute between the consultant and I think the ministry or something. And then it delayed the project. Because these World Bank projects are tied to strict certain conditions. So if the government doesn't meet their part, they will not be done. So if you can find, I'm not sure you can find that right now.
Yeah.
You know. But I am simply saying that for me, send me pictures or audios or videos of road projects in your neighborhood. We can create a database with it to also monitor on our own. So that even if the government comes to say big push projects will be finished by May 2027, I can say that, Minister, based on our back of the envelope analysis from what consumers have sent to us, this is not going to be possible. There was a story on GNA today. 2 weeks after the minister left Sola Winchi Road, they interviewed drivers. The drivers said they don't think this road will be finished next year because they say they don't see anything. Okay, that's the type of thing that maybe he has to rush back there, or maybe he has to quit, because if the minister is looking for feedback, I'm going to give him feedback that may compromise the position of some of his consultants. All right, let me read the story for you. I read it on the newspaper this morning. So the story says, drivers plying Sola Bole Highway doubt project completion within schedule. May 24, 2026. Philip Tegzu, Fred Mwini. Some commercial drivers plying the Sola Bole Highway have expressed doubt about the completion of the Sola Bole road reconstruction within the scheduled period, citing slow pace of work on the stretch. The driver said though the government had assured the public that the project would be executed concurrently by multiple contractors for completion within 2 years, work on the ground appeared limited to only a few sections. The concerns come amid increasing risks associated with the deplorable condition of that road, which continues to pose danger to motorists, passengers, and vehicles plying that route. Speaking in an interview with the GNA, a commercial driver, Isahaku Mohammed, explained that the poor nature of the road had led to frequent vehicle breakdowns. He added that they also incurred avoidable cost of maintaining their vehicles due to the destruction of tires and suspension systems. Mr. Mohammed, popularly known as Obide, said the current pace of work on that stretch did not reflect the assurances by the president that the road would be completed within 2 years. He however acknowledged that some improvement had been seen, including widening portions of the road, but said the overall progress remained slow. He added that the buses of the road had contributed to armed robbery attacks along the route because the vehicles were often forced to slow down on damaged portions. Madam Aisha Issa, a trader, lamented that the Wa Sola Bole road had seen little construction activity, raising anxiety among road users. Therefore, they appealed to the government to put measures in place, including engaging foreign contractors alongside local ones to speed up the pace of work. Meanwhile, Zima Kumbata, another driver who plies the Hein Tumu stretch, said passengers were now enjoying relatively smoother journeys compared to previous years when the road was heavily riddled with potholes. However, called on government to intensify supervision of constructors to ensure quality work and timely completion of the project. The concerns by the drivers also follow public agitation over delays in the commencement of work on the Wa Sola Bole Road project under government Big Push infrastructure. Construction work on that stretch, particularly from Wa to Sola, has stalled since the groundbreaking ceremony by President Mahama in November 2025. Despite the presence of heavy-duty equipment parked along the stretch, the situation prompted some youth in Wa to petition the Minister for Roads and Highways in early May over the delay in commencing work on the project, after which some work could be seen ongoing on the road. The petitioners expressed concern that the continued deterioration of the road was negatively affecting transportation, economic activities, and safety of road users in the area. Edited by Kenneth Adade.
So Bernard, yes. So this story you've read is a clear example of feedback from the citizens, which indeed is citizen participation or involvement. Doing M&E, monitoring and evaluation of a project, of a road construction project, is not the job of citizens. Citizens have their daily, mundane work they do every day. But by all means, I don't think they should be asked to go beyond expressing their sentiment, which is useful feedback, to doing the M&E that the minister is talking about.
Right. Bernard, and on the mandate of the consultants, we actually have the Ghana Consulting Engineers Association, and their president is Engineer Kwabena Bimpong.
Engineer Bimpong, thank you for joining the program. We will. Is he on the line? Oh, he's.
Charlie, the way
you announced the man, like he was.
Sorry. Scarlett, why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that?
Apologies. The way you also collected it beautifully out of there, you had it on them. So now I have the mandate of the.
Do you know how old I am that you are deceiving me?
I'm so sorry. Deceiving a public officer, I'm sorry. The way friend also came, looked like he was on the line. But the mandate of a consultant on a government road project in Ghana is to act as an independent representative of the employer.
Independent
representative of the employer.
Okay.
So their loyalty is to the minister, the state that has
not
given
the
them that role, not to the contractor. And then they are governed by the Public Procurement Act 2003, Act 663, and their core duty is to ensure the contractor delivers the project according to approved engineering designs, safety standards, and specifications, thereby guaranteeing value for money.
But the suspicion here is that the consultants being used are using GHA.
Highway Authority.
So they are using their own. The people who drew up the project are the same people who are the consultants, which is supposed to happen.
So they are not
independent. So the independence is the problem there.
You see, the last time, the last time the Nana Krom Road, that's the name, right? The Major Road was opened. The president came. Then regional Ghana Highway Authority, they came there, and in the exchanges, I heard that the design was supervised by the ministry, highway had their supervisors who were there, always ensuring. So when they are clearing pylons, they are inspecting to ensure that it is according to the design, whatever road they are doing, as and when things change and they need to do anything. So I think the supervisors, there are different levels. There are the independent ones, independent consultants, and those attached to the highway authority, and even at the municipal assembly levels.
Okay,
there
so
are
let's
those
be clear.
there, and even at the
Let's be clear.
regional.
When Godfred asks for consultants,
I'm
looking
we
for
are
the
asking
independent.
Yes,
we are not
independent.
asking for like an engineering
Highway,
consultant who is
With
helping to
the-
work.
No.
I get it.
So what we are saying is that is the consultant independent enough to give an objective, timely report to the minister, which will be the basis for his decision.
Right.
Because as she said, the public can only complain based on what they see.
Yeah.
All right, and that complaint is not grounded in
science, empiric.
Exactly.
empirical
It gives useful feedback to the minister, but it doesn't form the basis of a serious decision. Because if you are even going to terminate a contract, you may need a report. You see, you cannot terminate a contract and say following the what do you call them? Following multiple complaints by citizens of Nana Krum, we are terminating your contract. you still need a report to say, on the basis of this job, your contract is terminated. So I think that settles the issue. So the consultants have to be exposed.
But independent consultants
will be exposed.
Fred, I beg you, but Bernard, I'm on like 2 groups or WhatsApp groups
where there are a lot of engineers. So they should just come and talk and stop texting you.
Bernard, see, these are road users. So there's a question here: should the road contractor be reallocated to another contractor with less excuse to ease our convenience? They are voting.
Which
42
one?
said yes. The rest is
So which road is this?
So this is the Pong road.
Which of the Pong roads?
I think within the enclave.
As for Pong, he said, well, when I met the MC and he was talking about efforts to get the companies to Godfred. The MC was saying they were getting efforts to get because Pong has the highest density of big companies,
yes.
Power companies.
You've read this word before. That perhaps they might need to get the companies themselves to fund some of these things.
There's some sort of dispute around who the contribution should go to, whether I should go to the the companies say they are open to doing it,
but they don't know who to pay.
They want a proper system.
Okay.
They want a proper system for that to happen.
Boom boom. Yay.
All right, great news from GT Bank to our users and customers. If you've ever run out of airtime in the middle of an important call or when conversations is getting interesting, GT Bank has a perfect solution: quick airtime loan. Quick airtime is GT Bank's convenient airtime advance service that keeps you connected anytime and anywhere. Simply dial *737 *247# and get up to 30 Cedi instant airtime credited to your mobile number at a fee of 3%. No delay, no stress. You have up to 7 days to repay. Call toll free 0800 124 000. GT Bank Quick Airtime. Stay connected any day, anytime. Are you ready to level up your future? Make Academic City your first choice. Academic City University. Students don't just learn, they build, they innovate and lead. Our graduates work with global companies like Apple, Goldman Sachs and Ernst & Young, while others are building startups and driving innovation across Africa. Academic City offers innovative undergraduate and postgraduate programs in engineering, business admin, communication, AI, data science, and cybersecurity. We are also the first university in SSA to offer undergraduate programs in nuclear engineering and unmanned aerial systems engineering. Admissions are open now. Call 053-101-2236 or visit act.edu.gh. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders. How many of you are tired of the last-minute panic when your water bottle runs empty? What if I told you there's another way, a way to have clean, reliable water delivered on time and actually save money? GB Water is the game changer here. Ditch the hustle. We are one of Africa's fastest growing water brands, and we've got solutions for every home and business. You can exchange your old 18.9 litre bottles for our sleek modern 20 litre bottle at very little fee. We offer free bottles and dispenser machines for corporate clients. Find Jibu at any of our 10 production sites in Accra, from Spintex and North Legon to Medina, Tema and more. Stop worrying about water. Get reliable delivery. Call Jibu on 0302 528669. Jibu, a better life.
Let's talk about a best of flavor in every sip. You get that refreshing taste from Piva Beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva cocktail, Piva grape, and Piva tangy. So grab yours today. It's available at a local store near you. 0550-032-231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. And planning for the future begins with the decisions you make today. Save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, potential for higher returns, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Your financial independence is possible with EDC. Sign up today. Call us 0509 268-414. WhatsApp us. We are happy to engage you. Now, the biggest football tournament is here. DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the live action FIFA World Cup 2026. It's that time when everything can wait, even sleep can wait. 48 teams participating. World Cup has all the makings of history. Watch all 104 games on 4 dedicated HD channels. World-class commentary and analysis live on SuperSport on DSTV from 11th June to the 19th of July. DSTV is your number one spot for everything World Cup. Get your decoder today at only 69 Ghana cedis or reconnect from as little as 58 Ghana cedis. Get ready for an experience you cannot miss. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Let's talk about 590 mobile because people are winning big there. Here's how you can also do same. The NLA has increased the playing time of your favorite 590 mobile from Monday to Saturday. Noon rush starts from 8:30 p.m. closes at 1:25 p.m. the next day, while the evening draw starts at 1:30 p.m. closes at exactly 7:55 p.m. More time to stake more and more time to win more. But note, Sunday Asida remains the same with no change. Catch all the 590 mobile evening live draws from Monday special to Sunday Asida on GTV broadcast from 8 p.m. to 8:15 sharp. Always remember to stake responsibly. This is not for persons below 18. 0308-249-477 is the number to call. 590 mobile at Darwinsem.
It's 12 minutes past 9. Coming up shortly is Edtech Monday. We have two big topics to discuss. Before that, a few birthdays coming through. Caleb?
Yes, please. Happy birthday to my sweetie Millicent Sapon of Afraha Health Center. May the good Lord preserve your going in and your coming out. May He preserve you from evil and preserve your soul. Long life, good health, prosperity be your portion this day and forever. Abi, you know that we love you, mother. From Donald, Kofi, and Efia.
Happy birthday to Miss Esimoni of SEC. Wishing her God's blessings. Please wish our son Hartfield George Asiedu Bekwin a happy 20th, which fell yesterday. We wish him all the best in life. And this is from King George and family. We love you so much. Coming from Reverend and Mrs. Robert Ezekiel Asiedu of Dakuman. This is King George actually. So the message is King George, we love you so much. Happy birthday to Desmond Dazi of Tech and Transformation Department of Deloitte, and to Odro Asamoah Ajepong of Audit and Assurance. Belated happy birthday to Rachel Na Akushika Vanderpoy and Florence Amenyo of Audit and Assurance Department, from your country managing partner Daniel Kojo Usu and all staff of Deloitte. All right. Wish happy birthday to the governor of my central life, my partner in everything and the love of my life. Every single day you make our world brighter, warmer, and so much happier just by being you. I'm incredibly grateful to be for your love, your grace, and the amazing life we are building together. Today is all about celebrating you and the beautiful soul you are. I love you more than words can say. From AJ, Kemi, Elora, and Habi. But there's no name to the message. So I'm not even sure whether I'm the one making the mistake or... I mean, hello, Ben, can you wish me this shout out? So if you are the governor of the life of AJ, Kemi, Elora, and Habi. We are celebrating you.
It's also the birthday, I beg you better. This one is to a very special friend of mine who turns 77 today. Grandma Rama Feli, happy birthday to you. I'll call you. Have a nice one.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Your Your skin deserves the best care possible. Introducing Princess Premium Lotion, crafted with vitamin B3 for all your skin types. Choose from our 4 luxurious variants: Radiant Skin with cocoa butter and vitamin E, Skin Revitalization, enriched with aloe vera and vitamin E, Healthy Glow featuring lemon and vitamin E, plus SPF 15 sun protection, and Skin Rejuvenation with carrot oil and vitamin A. Take care of the future you with Princess Premium Lotion. Princess Premium Lotion is your perfect choice. Available now for your everyday skincare needs. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready to lead beyond limits? Ready to think sharper, decide smarter, and lead with greater impact? Welcome to the Management Bootcamp 2026, an exclusive executive development experience from Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM. The bootcamp is designed for ambitious professionals, executives, entrepreneurs, and business leaders who are ready to elevate their leadership capacity and thrive in today's fast-changing business environment. Gain practical insights from top industry experts in strategy, leadership, customer service, and digital marketing. The date is Sunday, 21st June to Friday, 26th June 2026. The venue is the Platinum Bay Hotel at Abokobi. To register, call 0501 145 434. Seats are limited. Secure your place today and take the next bold step in your leadership journey. Management Bootcamp 2026, shaping leaders, transforming businesses. The Management Bootcamp 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM.
What goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Ujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It'd be a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Welcome to Edtech Monday, which is your platform for entrepreneurs, educators, stakeholders, and government reps discussing the use of tech for teaching and learning. Edtech Mondays is an initiative of the MasterCard Foundation Center for Innovative Teaching and Learning, geared towards advancing the integration of tech in education policies and practices across Africa. And this is part of the MasterCard Foundation's broader Young Africa Work strategy that focuses on enabling 30 million young Africans, particularly women, refugees, and persons with disability, to access dignified and fulfilling work by 2030. Now, today we're looking at screen addiction, asking the question whether tech devices are teaching or trapping our learners. And I have two very interesting people to talk to about this. Ida Alote Brown and Priscilla J. Mensah are both here. I'll be talking to them about this shortly. But before we get into that, there's a very big event happening in the country. E-Learning Africa is here. And Dr. Mrs. Catherine Ejepoma Apia Pinkra is a development planner and focal person for Africa for E-Learning Africa. Their 19th International Conference and Exhibition on Digital Education, Training and Skills and Development is happening. It's happening. Dr. Apia Pinkra, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you, Bernard.
It's great to have you. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
It's good to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Amazing.
Thanks for having us.
Tell me about E-Learning Africa.
Thank you so much, and good morning to your listeners. I think you just said it. Yes, E-Learning Africa, I would say, is the premier and the biggest international African conference and exhibition for education, skills development, and also training. It's been happening since 2005.
Okay.
And I must say that we are very, very excited because Ghana is hosting it for the second time.
Okay.
Ever since it started. It's been rotating through all African countries. And just a bit about the e-learning. I must say it's a congregation and conference of big shots and the think tanks in the Edtech space.
Okay.
And this one really is related to education. But it brings together politicians, that is the ministers, not only ministers from education, but from communication, even tourism, gender, and what have you. All right. And so, and then we also bring together policymakers.
All right.
We have curriculum development, we have exhibitors, and then we have those in the Edtech business, not only in Africa, but across the world, who, the Edtech businesses who come to pitch and draw partnerships and see how best we can improve our education sector within the African space. I always say that we find ourselves in the fourth industrial revolution era. Ghana is actually running behind the developing countries because they are in the fifth and sixth. And education is no too mean an area when it comes to Edtech. Everything is digitized. And for the past decade, you see how things are evolving and changing to suit and make sure that we run a par with our peers.
So this is the 19th edition and the second time in Ghana. Yes. What are some of the success stories and best practice experiences that Ghana hopes to bring to bear on this continental conversation on education and technology?
That is a good question because, when everybody heard that it's coming to Ghana, everybody really wanted to come. It attracts about 1,005 delegates across the continent.
It's a big conference.
It's really exciting to have them. Ghana, we are positioned in a very critical point where almost everything in education is digitized. We have success stories anytime you travel on platform. When we mount and talk about success stories, eyebrows are raised in admiration. For the past decade, Ghana had been, and if I say Ghana, I'm relating it to particularly the Ministry of Education. A lot of reforms had been taking place, and you are aware that even sectors, that were departments within the ministry are now agencies that had been established by Act of Parliament. They have their governing boards, and they all have policies that is governing them. And all of them, more or less, are tailoring their programs in Edtech manner. Ghana, as we speak, we have developed and implementing the ICT in education policy, which had been supported by our development partners. You did mention Jacobs Foundation and MasterCard Foundation, the UN family. They are all supporting us in doing this. Aside that, Ghana also, we've been partnering with the Edtech communities in some of our policies and programs that is out there. Recently, a young man developed a robot that serves in what they call it in restaurants. I don't know whether you heard about it.
Robot serving food in restaurants.
I tell you, we were all there. The Ministry of Education was there. Ministry of Communication was there. So they want to use some of these things. How we can embed it in our curriculum so that children will learn how to do it. We have reformed the curriculum within the Ministry of Education, where robotics and AI has also been incorporated in our learning curriculum.
Okay.
Yeah, there are lots, but I mean, I think because of the time, yes.
Tell me what participants stand to gain from this conference. You said ministers are coming, policy makers, edtech communities, there'll be exhibitions. Just walk me through quickly what some of these people stand to gain from the conference.
So I'll start with the ministers. As part of the program, I didn't talk about the framework of the program. We're going to have the pre-conference session. That will be followed by the opening, where the minister will be there. In fact, the vice president herself is coming. You remember she was with the Ministry of Education, and things like this is really dear to her heart. And Madam is coming. We have what we call the plenary sessions. We have the speaking time, where speakers, in fact, we have about over 200 speakers.
All right.
It's a heavily packed 3-day. And then we have the exhibition where these edtechs are coming. We have the policymakers, as we said. And then one interesting part is the bilateral meetings, where countries we put on table, and then these edtechs will be moving around the table. This is where businesses are hitched, where the business also manage to get some business also with the government. And so with the politicians, with the ministerial roundtable discussion, it's a closed door meeting among the politicians, and they go beyond these political whatever, but they hitch partnerships. They see what their peers are doing, what they are doing right and wrong, and see how best they can learn best practices from each other, and see how we can, take advantage of this African trade, what do you call it?
Exactly.
It's not only for goods. It's not only
services.
but for services.
Wonderful.
Yeah, a teacher from Ghana going to even work in Benin or Nigeria face a lot of restrictions and all that. And so we are using this policy or protocol to also leverage for some of these. For exhibitors, that is why, as I said, people hitch a lot of businesses, funding. It's a marketplace. It's a market hub for exhibitors and for the edtech companies. A lot of things happen. Let me tell you, this is happening in Africa. It has gone on since 2005. It doesn't go to Canada, Germany, and where people will be rushing to go. But within Africa, people are rushing to come. It tells you what they come to gain when they come.
Finally, when is it happening? Where, and is it possible to register, or it's already ready?
Yes.
Just give me final details about
this. It's happening next month, June, between the 3rd and the 5th at the Labadi Beach Hotel.
3rd to 5th June.
Yes,
Labadi Beach Hotel.
The if you go to the website, the what do you call it? The registration form is there that people can just hitch. Whether you are coming as an exhibitor or you want to even come and speak. Speaking now is gone, because we actually send call for proposals.
Speakers have been confirmed.
And let me put this on record. For the past 20 or 25 years, this had been happening. Ghana had gone on record for receiving more calls, for proposals within countries.
Wonderful.
We have more than 50. Others, you go, you have 10, you have 12. Ghana, we've hit over 50.
Super.
So it tells you why Ghana was selected.
Amazing stuff. And you at eLearning Africa are putting it together. It's the 19th conference and exhibition on digital education, training and skills development. And we've been speaking to development planner and the focal person for Africa, Dr. Mrs. Catherine Ejepoma Apia-Pinkra. Her name is a full title. It's a full title. Doc, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Bernard, for having us.
Amazing stuff.
We'll be expecting you there.
Definitely. And I'm sure one of the things we'll talk about is screen time. And so here we're moving into that discussion next. I'll be speaking to. Today looks like a day for hyphenated names. So we just spoke to Dr. Apia Pinkra. We have Ida Alote Brown. Hello, Ida.
Hi, Bernard.
She's the head of Special Education Needs Mission Pediatrics, where she leads the special educational needs at Mission Pediatrics, driving inclusive education and equitable support. She's also an expert in special education, PR, and ESL, and facilitates essential collaboration between educators, healthcare providers, and families for student success. We also have Priscilla Agyei-Mensah, psychologist and lead counselor at Ryan International School, where she is a psychologist and international school counselor with nearly a decade of experience in mental health interventions, implementing evidence-based initiatives to support students' academic and emotional growth by combining psychological research with practical application. Now, this is a big topic, so I need to take a break. When I come back, they'll be telling us whether our kids are trapped or they are being taught by devices. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
In Ghana, planning ahead is something we grew up with. It's in the small things, filling your barrels and buckets just in case the taps don't flow tomorrow. Parents buying school shoes 2 or 3 sizes too big so you can grow into them, or wrapping your books carefully so that they can be passed down to the next child. It's how we've always looked out for the future, quietly, thoughtfully, every day.
For 20 years, we've understood what Ghanaians have always known. Planning today secures tomorrow. It's the reason we provided life insurance solutions for every aspect of your future. Star Life didn't introduce planning ahead, we only made it better. Why? Because it's who you've always been. Star Life, your solid partner for life.
We are Star Life, your solid partner for life. Mekopena, American they sing. Mekopena, American she sing. Mekopena, Enye Kokoko sing. Sakofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Shishi wrong. Shishi wrong.
Abosu kiba bidye, dunya sankofa. Pepe soup where you know what, pepe sankofa. Sankofa pepe powder, shishi raw.
Sankofa pepe powder, me kwa ujawu me shishi. Sankofa pepe powder, me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Me kwa ujawu.
Sankofa pepe powder.
Ujawu.
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
Hello, CEOs. Ghana's foremost business platform marks 10 years of leadership impact. Join the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo on Thursday, 28th May 2026 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Kempinski Hotel Accra. The summit is themed Accelerating Ghana's Economic Transformation, driving bold reforms through leadership, technology, and industrialization. Tagline, From Vision to Action. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will attend as special guest of honor and officially launch the CEO Government Compact 2026. Highlights include presidential CEO dialogue, masterclasses, panels, brand expo, CEO profiles, networking. Registered now at GhanaCEOSummit.com. Call 054-639-1970 or email info@GhanaCEOSummit.com. Powered by CEO Network Ghana in partnership with Deloitte, PwC, EY, GIPC, University of Ghana, Media General, and the Multimedia Group. The 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo, a decade of leadership impact. T&Cs apply.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
All right, so we're back on Edtech Monday, this platform created for Edtech entrepreneurs, educationists, and stakeholders to look at the use of technology for teaching and learning, we've come to a point where there's a concern about the introduction of digital tools to our children. And nearly 40% of children aged 8 to 12 globally are using social media despite minimum age thresholds, raising urgent concerns about early exposure during critical development stages. So we want to talk about safe and measured use of technology to prepare young people for the future of work without losing their attention, social skills, and mental health to screen addiction. Ladies, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bernard.
I'm sure in your line of work, you've seen kids, and I'm sure in your families, navigate a smartphone even before they can talk properly, right? They are able to swipe, they're able to expand. Should we be worried about that? Is that should we be happy that kids can do, or we should be worried and fasting?
So lots of times people get amazed at what the kids can do with technology, especially with the smartphones. It's something that the kids are able to manipulate to an extent that we adults, we aren't able to do that in any way. However, they working solely on the smartphones or using smartphones for every single thing throughout the whole day, that is where the concern should be. Technology is here to help us, but that doesn't also mean that we should neglect what we are supposed to also be doing to support them as kids. So let's say a child is overly exposed to screen and the child keeps using screen throughout the day. How well is the child able to interact with the next person seated by that child? How well is the child able to communicate? How well is the child able to learn certain adaptive skills that is needed to support that child? And then we'd also come to think about the child's physical strength. How well is the child able to also learn how to walk around, do things that they are supposed to be doing at their regular ages? All these things are very, very concerning. So leaving technology or phones and gadgets to our kids without control, without measure, that is something that we should be concerned about.
Your opening remarks, Priscilla.
Yes, so thank you, Bernard, for having me, and good morning to all your viewers and listeners. So the concept of screen time for young people, it has become a conversation that parents and educators should be focusing on. And as you mentioned earlier, having kids under 5-year-olds being able to answer calls and decline calls and turn on YouTube to their favorite shows or even play video games can seem to be something that is quite fascinating. But at the same time, the questions we should be asking is, what is this replacing? And even if you decide to look at the science of this, kids between 0 and 3-year-olds have their brains developing at a very, very rapid rate. And studies even show that they're making more than 1 million neural connections every single second. And if you want to even grasp the concept of what that looks like, it's fantastic, it's phenomenal. So ask yourself, if you have a child under 5-year-olds, every single day they're building the basic architecture of how their brain is going to function for life. So what do you want your child to be exposed to at that moment? You should be thinking about building things like human interaction, building eye contact, building social negotiation skills, being able to navigate complex conversations, looking at even just understanding the world around them and not just being focused on the screens and looking at what is just being exposed and fed to them. And you want to be able to help your children build secure attachment styles and emotional regulation. I know for a lot of parents in this era, we use screens as a way to soothe our children. If they're misbehaving or if they're crying and you're just a bit tired about trying to help them manage their emotions, the first thing you see a parent do is just put on a video and then give the phones to their children. And what you're doing is the very first interactions your child has to the screen has become a way of soothing instead of it being a tool as a means to an end, maybe for educational purposes or for learning something like maybe language development. So we really need to kind of go back to the concept of why are we giving screens to our children, or what's the purpose behind it? And even things like dopamine, when we look at the concept of addiction, there are certain things that happen to the brain that builds tolerance to certain stimulus. And with constant screen use, what you realize is that the kids gradually adapt to the level of tolerance for screens and stimuli. So before you realize it, taking the phones or the screens from them starts to build negative habits such as crying or throwing tantrums or just becoming overly aggressive, because at this point their brain has associated the screen as something that has become a need and no longer a choice. And we don't want our children to get to that point. So I think that's why having this conversation is very important.
Before we get into how to deal with addiction or what an addiction is, since you brought the dopamine point, what is there an ideal age for you to introduce a child to screens?
Well, the World Health Organization tells us that children under 2 years should not be exposed to screens. And if you have kids between 3 to 5 years, even with the introduction, it should be less than an hour and it should be focused on more educative content.
So let's repeat that. Below 2, no.
Below 2, no screens.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 screens under an hour.
Do you agree, Ida?
Yes, I do agree. And what I would like to add to that is that currently in the world, several things keeps changing. And quite recently, the American Academy of Pediatricians or Pediatrics has come up with something new. And for them, they are saying that from 0 to 18 months, that's a point where kids may, but even with a may, you may be allowed to use having a video conferencing with you, with a child, not leaving the child to the screen like that. But then from 0 to 18 months, you can have that video conferencing. And even with that, it is for a short period of time. Not with you've left the thing on and then the child gets to interact with the screen like that. It's a no. And also from 2 to 5 years old also, they may be allowed to have a limit of 1 hour per day. And even with that, you should have high quality programs. And that's where you need to co-view with the child. It is not you, the child. So let's say I have a baby and then the baby is with me and then I give that device or I turn the TV on and leave the child to have an interaction with it. No. I'm rather supposed to have a co-viewing. I'm supposed to be with the child. I'm supposed to ask the questions. Remember when Priscilla was talking, she was mentioning having to help the child learn to develop certain skills, certain communicative skills, certain adaptive skills. And that's why the focus also goes more on high quality programs. So it's not about just any single thing that we leave on for our kids to watch. It's not about just giving them the devices. It's not about just turning things on because we would like to have that few minutes of respite, but making sure that whatever the kids watch or whatever they are interacting with, we are able to have a link. It should be something that they can relate to it in real life. It should be something that we can help them understand that whatever they are viewing, this is how it relates to real life. This is how it does this. This is how it does that. Because technology can be used to help them and it can be used to improve on a lot of things.
Priscilla mentioned dopamine and spoke about the brain associating the screen with that chemical and therefore it becomes seen as a need. So technically she's defined an addiction. All right. But I want you to talk a bit about that before I come back to her. How do you know if a child is getting addicted or has become addicted to the screen?
So then that is where you tend to see certain things in terms of irritability. Let's say you decide to take the screen away from the child. How does the child behave or how does the child react? What's the first thing that the child does? Throwing tantrums, shouting here and there. There are even times when the behavior becomes overly excessive. You tend to see children behaving in certain ways that you would never have imagined that to be. There are even times where the child is unable to sleep. Rest that is very vital to help the child's brain is not one that the child is getting. You take away screen and then the next thing that happens is that the child has lost interest in everything. Do this, I'm just there. Do that, I am just there. There is nothing that you would even do or say that would encourage that individual to move, to do something. These are things that we should be careful about when we see our kids being engaged in or doing or showing us or exhibiting these traits to us, it's something that we need to be very, very cautious of. Aside that, there are times where they emotionally, they are not able to regulate themselves. They aren't, because you remember when Priscilla was earlier talking, she mentioned about how the brain tends to function and how they tend to develop. A child's brain is not fully functional, and a brain actually would tend to develop in the mid-20s to their 30s. So looking at how long it would take for a brain to function and become fully developed, then you come to give a child a screen and fully leave it for that individual to manipulate. That addiction then comes in, and that is where you tend to see them having even difficulties in paying attention to things that they would normally would have been able to do. They can't focus on anything. They are here, they are there, they are running around, jumping around, and sometimes it even comes in some compulsive behaviors and things that they tend to exhibit. These are all things that we need to be careful about, and I know that Priscilla may add on to it also.
We're talking the screen addiction, whether tech devices are teaching or trapping our learners. Our guest, Priscilla Attah-Mensah, psychologist, lead counselor, RN International School, Idalote Brown, who is the head of Special Education Needs Mission Pediatrics. So you've given the scientific definition and some behavioral tendencies as well. How do you deal with addiction? So let's assume a listener realizes that, Charlie, it looks like my daughter or my son is actually addicted to the screen. How do you go about? What do you do?
So definitely a conversation has to be had, because before you even determine if your child is addicted, as Ida mentioned, what are the behavioral cues you're noticing as a parent? So from restlessness to not being able to regulate their emotions, ask yourself, what exactly are you seeing? And that can help you try to figure out why your child has used screens as a coping mechanism or as a need to satiate something. Is it loneliness? Is it stress? Is it social anxiety?
Is it neglect?
Is it neglect? Because those are very important things that sometimes we overlook, and then we start to think that the screen addiction is the problem. Meanwhile, that is just a symptom of the problem.
So there could be deeper
issues. Exactly. Then sometimes what you can now do is, if you identify what the actual issues are, most of the time it's things around boredom. And as parents, we almost want to fix things. It's like when you even see your child say they're bored, you want to try and put something in there.
It's okay to be bored.
But boredom is
doesn't kill.
So important for a child's development, because that's where things like creativity pops up. That's where a child is able to kind of consolidate all their memories, all the interactions they've had, and do some serious reflection. And that's where a child really builds who they are and their identity. So when a child is bored, this is an opportunity for them to even start to think of, what can I do in my time? Creativity pops in. How do I manage difficult situations? Maybe they had an argument or a fight with a friend, and this is the time they sit to really go over the train of events and just like ask reflective questions. Or what can they do to be able to manage their emotions? So when you give them a device, what you're doing is you're taking away that constructive time for them to be able to have those pockets of reflection and growth. And then gradually they are not able to regulate because they've never been taught. Every time they're bored, there's something that fills in the boredom. So that can be a big challenge that parents have. So one thing you can do is start to really think of, what are non-screen activities or interests my child can take up that can take them away from using the screens. And I always say, it's not as if screens are a bad thing. Mind you, it's very, very beneficial to learning experiences, to faster ways of doing things, and even just exposing a child to things that they may not even see in their surroundings. But the issue now is, how are we regulating this? And as parents, what kind of boundaries are we setting? What kind of structure are we putting in place? And I like the fact that you talked about having a device at home where your kids would use for their homework, but they're not used to, they don't have.
There's actually a question on that I want to bring, but let me announce, if you have a question listening to us, send us a WhatsApp on 053-998-6996. The number again, 053-998-6996. This morning we're talking about screen addiction. How do you identify it? How do you stop it or regulate it or get a child to manage it? Some people have the drastic measure, no phones ever. Or we are seizing all phones for 1 month. Detoxification. Some people prefer the gradual. I don't know which one works either. But then I come to Priscilla. How do you, if let's assume you realize that your child is too into this thing, right? And do you treat it like the way you treat substance abuse? So you say, we're going to deny you of it. You can shout all you want to shout. You ain't going to get it. So what do you do?
With that, it's not a one size fits all.
All right.
It can never be so. Rather, it's dependent on what each family would like to do and how they would want to go about it. With some people, and always, as parents, usually when these things come up, in finding ways to resolve an issue, yes, I am the head, so then I am dictating that this and this and this and this is what is going to happen. That's it. No one has a say. We plead with parents, please.
It doesn't always work like that.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't at all. Our kids also have their brains functioning. Remember, we talked about helping them get to learn how to regulate themselves, work through things and all that. Why don't you have a discussion with them? Why don't you all sit down? Then everyone tends to share ideas. Let them even tell you where they feel they are faltering. You may be surprised at some of the responses they would give you. Other times they may find very nice ways of trying to go around the situation or the issue for you to get them to allow them that space to work in. But interact with them, share ideas, talk to them, and then you guys make a decision. For some, it may be the drastic one. No phones for this number of months or days or whichever one you guys decide on. And then for others also, it is regulated. So for some people, they tend to have it, so this is our common area, we're going to place this here, and this is where if anyone needs to watch something, do something, you have this number of time for this. And other times also, some parents give their tablets to their kids, but there are this restrictions and limits on it, of what the kids know that, okay, so I can work for 15 minutes. How well am I going to use that my 15 minutes? And it's not left, or it's not given to the child to take to the room where the child is going to do what you as a parent have no idea what the child is doing. But rather put it in a space where everybody gets to see. And it's a way of regulating them, helping them get to learn what is right from wrong.
I'll corroborate what you said. So I initially had tablets for my kids, and I decided I wasn't going to connect the tablets. So I bought a desktop, which is in the living room for everybody to see. So, and it's shared. All of us use that desktop because I think I heard something somebody said about that if you, I don't want to personalize the device. This is my device. No. The tablet is for all of us, and it is for homework.
That's it.
Sorry, the desktop is for all of us for homework. I think that helps as well. But anything else to add, because now they do homework. The other challenge. So the ones in higher, in fact, not even higher primary. Higher primary too. They do homework on the thing. So sometimes I don't know whether they are doing homework. Or there was a time they prepared for some exam and every day they said we are doing something. So how does the parent know whether it's homework? And is it every homework that we should allow them to use that thing to do?
Right. So I think it's a challenge because kids are smart and they learn to find loopholes in every situation or structure that you provide for them. So just to buttress what Ida mentioned, deciding to go cold turkey with your kids and taking the device can be problematic if not done right. And it's just like an addiction. You would have the withdrawal symptoms, and maybe you as a parent may not necessarily even have the structure to support your child. So you don't just take the device away and not have any means they can explore healthier coping mechanisms. That's when it becomes a problem. So we always say that for parents who may be struggling with things like this, don't do it alone. Speak to a specialist. Have conversations on what are the tools I can use as my child is going through this recovery process. Because the thing is, the brain is a very fantastic organ. If you want to change a character, science says that within 21 days, you're able to develop new characters if you follow through consistently. So it's possible to reverse an addiction, but you have to go in a structured way. You have to provide tools. You have to allow your child to explore healthier alternatives that can take their time in a productive way. And then gradually, you infuse the devices as a tool for improving their experiences and not as something that they use to just entertain themselves in the long run.
I deal with special needs children. So if a child has ADHD or what is called focus issues, right? Is a screen helpful in their situation?
So I'm going to answer this using some experiences that I've had personally. I have worked with some of my kids who were unable to use devices because of attention issues. And with some of them, they would have to come in to the clinic, and then we work together. And then there are also times, but that doesn't mean that during my session, I do not use technology. I do use technology because it's a way of also helping them get to learn other things. And we are in a global world. Something that they may be struggling with doesn't necessarily mean that the world would be at a standstill waiting for them to recover or be able to improve before they are able to do this or do that. Kids who have ADHD, or let's say in general, people who have issues with attention, they are unable to function properly and all that. That is somewhere in the part of the brain that deals with the executive functioning, and they are unable to regulate themselves and know that, okay, so I'm not supposed to be able to do this, I'm supposed to self-regulate, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. That is where the child has an issue or has challenges. Someone who has an issue with attention can be taught and we can use technology to help that child. However, as we've all mentioned earlier, it is crucial that we help them learn to regulate these things, especially at the beginning, because there are times when they do not know when to do what. That part of the brain is not well developed, so they would have issues with what time am I supposed to do this? What time am I supposed to do that? And that's where we need to put them on a schedule. So you put your child on a schedule, you know that at this point in time, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that.
So there's no boredom?
No. And putting them on that schedule helps them to actually know that, okay, so this is what I'm supposed to do. And usually those visual schedules and things are one key way of helping them know. So you don't just put up a schedule and it is in your head, it is in someone's head. Let them see it.
Visualize it.
Let them visualize it. Let them see that, okay, so at this point in time, I'm supposed to move here. I'm supposed to transition from this particular activity to that particular activity. At school, our educators know what to do. They are able to help them know because they know that this child has issues with attention. However, at home, we have all these things that we can do. So let's say you decide that you are regulating it in this way. Let them have things they can see. Let them work through the educational apps or things that they are working with in a way that it would tell them that from this point, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. And those structured ways of doing things are one of the best ways to support.
Let me read
learners.
a few comments for you. We're talking to two of our friends as part of Edtech Monday, which is a discussion today on screen addiction, whether tech devices are teaching or trapping our learners. Good morning, Bernard. My child always comes for my phone to do her homework because their work is research. How do I manage this? Christian Ameko from Boom. Every day research on my phone.
Let me answer that.
Yeah.
So when you have a child engaging with a device academically, there are some signs you would see. Let's say, taking this as an example, the child is doing research. The brain is like thinking, evaluating. Some of the things you might see is, as the child is working, they're not necessarily consumed by the device. Because, I mean, work in itself is not necessarily a fun experience. So you might see that they might lift up their heads, they might stretch for a bit, they might ask you questions, or they might even open a book to kind of engage. So when you see that, you can actively tell that your child is engaging and learning. But on the other hand, when they're escaping, what you notice is that they're so glued to their device. Because what happens is that they're consuming information. So for instance, your child is on TikTok or they're watching a video on YouTube. There's this part of the brain that activates where they're just constantly consuming the information. So they almost get into a trance-like state. And that is where parents would normally say, I've called my child 3 times and they didn't hear me. That's because they're so engrossed.
So you can tell.
You can tell.
Okay, here's another. Good morning, Bernard. I have a cousin who, in SHS 3 whose mother isn't with her. She's having trouble doing her assignments and needs a phone. But there's no one around to monitor her. What should I do? Can I repeat the question? So SHS 3, mother is in with her, having trouble doing assignments and needs a phone. This person, who's probably an uncle or father or whatever, wants to give the phone, but is not sure if giving a phone to a SHS 3 person with no parent around is a good idea.
So there are definitely apps that would help you regulate or monitor things. I know there's a child of mine that I work with currently whose mom would restrict it to an extent that it would go off. Everything would be blank. The child can't see anything. You can't operate the device. It just goes off till the parent
allows
it,
or enables
it for the child to be able to work. So in such a circumstance, you can get these apps, make sure those ones work, test it out, ensure that everything is working the way it's supposed to work before you hand over that device to the child.
And just to add to what she said, you also need to have a conversation with their children, because I think what happens is that as parents, we're so strict on restrictions without sitting our kids down to have conversations and to help them understand why they need to have these restrictions. Let me give an example. Would you allow your child to cross a high street just because they know how to walk?
No.
Because you understand the dangers involved. And it's the same thing with using devices. It's essential for them, but they need to understand the dangers so that when they're alone, they can make informed choices.
Thank you very much indeed. Professor Attah-Mensah, psychologist and lead counselor, RN International School, and Dr. Ida Alote Brown, head of special needs mission pediatrics. We've been speaking to them as part of Edtech Mondays, which are brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and the Meltwater Entrepreneurial School of Technology. We have another exciting edition in the month of June. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. And that's all we have time for today's edition of the Citi Breakfast Show. My name is Bernard Avle. We'll be back tomorrow. Citi News at 10 is next. Shiba Beni is here with the bulletin. Good morning, Shiba.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up in the headlines, President Mahama assures of launching the Women's Development Bank soon, and government deploys armored